This is Onalaska Hilltoppers High School Football on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Tonight, the Onalaska Hilltoppers look to rebound from a heartbreaking last-second loss last week as they host the West Salem Panthers in another huge MVC battle. Coverage of Onalaska athletics on the Coulee Region Sports Network is presented to you by Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Waste Management, there's more to their business than meets the eye. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance in Onalaska. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Interstate Wealth LLC, your road to success starts right here. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, at your disposal since 1984. Howie's, lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. Onalaska Athletics on CRSN are also brought to you by Every Plumbing and Heating. Give them a call when you need it done right. BA Burrito Company, boldly mixed, mad flavors delivered right to your door. Coulee Region Chill Junior Hockey, the fastest game in town. David Ray's Modern Diner and Tavern, Onalaska's newest hotspot. And by Radio 1 Broadcast School. We'll get you from here to air. The Onalaska Hilltopper Athletics Booster Club. Become a member at OnaBoosters.com. And by Onalaska Park and Rec, cityofOnalaska.com. Here with the call from Onalaska High School are two guys that saw Christmas come early last Sunday when Chicago Bears QB Mitch Trubisky threw 5 first-half touchdown passes. Rick Franke and Stan Evans.
Good evening. Welcome to high school football here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Stan didn't have his headset on, so he didn't hear that charming introduction we just got from our voice guy about Christmas coming early and the Bears getting 5 touchdowns from Mitch Trubisky in the first half of their football game last week.
It was an awesome game. Loved it.
Yeah, it was good. It's excitement. It's another Friday night under the lights here in Onalaska as the Hilltoppers take on the West Salem Panthers. It should be another great MVC battle. The West Salem Panthers coming in 6-1, 4-1 in the MVC, averaging 24 points per game, allowing just 8. They are the top defensive team in the Mississippi Valley Conference, while the Hilltoppers come in 5-2, 4-1 in the MVC. They come in with 39 points per game, allowing 23 points per game, and the high-powered offense against a magnificent defense. Going to be interesting how this one turns out.
It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, you're looking at this defense of West Salem, looking at the offense of Onalaska, down a couple of people, but still capable of putting up numbers, man.
They can put up numbers. Of course, you're referring to the backfield, which has suffered quite a few injuries. First, Nathan Lubinsky goes out with an ACL injury. Last week, it's Alex Franzini, who is toting the rock quite well. He goes out with an ankle injury. Ben Wittenberg will get the call for some carries tonight. Ray Heilman will see some action in the backfield. Austin Larson's done it with his feet. He's been able to get better and better each game in terms of running the ball from the quarterback position. So those are the guys you're going to be hearing the names of tonight in terms of toting the rock.
Well, and I'm looking forward to seeing how creative Coach can get, especially down with the people he has. Running game, but, let's not be surprised if Wittenberg rolls off another big yardage game.
Yeah, he could indeed. This is senior night. It's also Father's Night. Now, I missed my opportunity to be in the locker room and come out on the field with my son, Eric, because I'm the only guy who knows how to run this broadcast equipment. And we have, of course, we promote these games and we have sponsors, and we need to make sure that we can get the message out about those great businesses and support things. But next year I got to come up with another plan because I'm going in the locker room next year.
Well, Stan's going to learn how to run this stuff and get
all right.
We'll try.
I'm hoping so. You'll also notice that the players on both sides are wearing gold socks tonight. This game is highlighting suicide prevention awareness with players from both West Salem and Onalaska wearing those yellow/gold socks. And the OHS dance team and the band are also supporting this event to raise awareness about mental health and suicide prevention. Both high schools highlighted mental health education during the week. My son was interviewed today on WXOW, Eric, and I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it was on.
We heard about it, and we were trying to catch it, but we caught it. We missed it. So
you missed it?
No.
Believe me, it's recorded in the house. I'll be watching it. And if I don't get to see it there, I'll have to ask my good friends over at WXOW.
Well, Kimberly, if you're listening, you know to record the 10 o'clock version. Just letting you know, honey.
West Salem taking the field now. I want to take a brief pause here as the Panthers come on onto the field here. You may notice the third member of our broadcast team is not with us tonight, and she has given me a statement to explain why. Of course, we care so much about Lisa Kay as part of our CRSN broadcast team, and she says, "It is with deep regret that I am not present this evening as I must announce the passing of my father. The loss of our beloved Papa cannot be measured. My mom, brothers, sister, and our children appreciate the support of our community. We ask that everyone take this moment, tell their loved ones how truly loved they are. Today is a gift, and tomorrow is never promised. Never take time for granted, as it passes much too fast."
Amen.
We'll take a quick break and be back with our Coulee Golf Bowl pregame on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Looking for a great place to golf 9? The Coulee Golf Bowls course is in absolute beautiful shape. After you get done golfing, plan some time to stop and enjoy a cold beverage and a bite to eat inside their newly remodeled sports bar and grill, or outside on the patio with an amazing view of the golf course. Either way, you'll enjoy great drinks, delicious food, and socializing in a way only golfers can do. Call today to book your tee time at the Coulee Golf Bowl in Onalaska. 781-1111. That's 781-1111.
Waste Management of Wisconsin is your local choice for all of your collection and disposal needs. From collection and recycling to state-of-the-art landfill operations. At Waste Management, think green is a way of life. It means commitment to customer satisfaction and long-term relationships. It means cleaner, safer communities. And it means you receive high-quality service second to none. Their goal is to be the single source for all of your collection and disposal needs. Sign up today and see why more people choose Waste Management than any other. Contact Dean Lounsbro, DLOUNSBR at WM.com. 608-518-1720.
Do you earn 2.65 annual percentage yield on your checking account balance? If you had a Coulee Bank Kasasa Cash checking account, you would. Your free Kasasa Cash checking account includes free MasterCard debit card, free online banking, bill pay, e-statements, Coulee Bank mobile app, and ATM fee rebates. Earn 2.65 APY on your free Kasasa Cash checking account. Coulee Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. See CooleyBank.net for more information.
Isn't life crazy? One day, your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Path in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Many of us will end up working 40 to 50 years of our lives, saving and hoping that we'll be able to live comfortably and have a successful retirement. But saving and investing smartly is only half the game. Mistakes made during the game can have lasting effects. If you're questioning your retirement game plan, call Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth LLC. Your road to success starts here. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth, LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service has been at your disposal since 1984. It's all about the service and customer satisfaction. When Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling says they're going to be there, you can count on them. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling means responsible recycling. The Hogum family is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. If you're in the need of their reliable services, give them a call at 608-783-6727 or visit them online at hilltopperrefuse.com.
Now, here with the CRSN Coulee Golf Bowl pregame show, Rick Franke, Stan Evans, and Lisa Kay.
Rick and Stan with you from Onalaska High School, getting set for the pregame introductions. But let's just talk a little bit about the Hilltoppers coming into tonight's game. We talked about the heartbreaking loss last week against the Central Red Raiders on the road. This Hilltopper team averaging 216 passing yards per game with 20 touchdowns on the season, 219 rushing yards per game. So you're looking at over 400 yards of offense on an average basis, 17 touchdowns rushing. The defense allowing 23 points per game, allowing 142 passing yards and 9 touchdowns, 137 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns. Onalaska's won the last 3 meetings. They lead this series 10-6 in the last 16 games.
Oh, it's going to be a tough matchup right now. And are we getting a national anthem, or are they just...
I believe the captains are at the center of the field here. I should mention our officials for tonight's contest. Kevin Mihalovic. It'll be Kerry Hamar, Pat Korger, Vince Kuby, and Greg Radisky. Those are the officials in stripes for tonight's game. The West Salem Panthers lined up in the road end zone, and the fathers, as I mentioned, are with the Onalaska Hilltoppers players. The marching band is in full effect here at Onalaska High School, and those seniors being honored tonight as well as those on the dance team. Let's take a quick listen to the band as they do the coin toss at the center of the field and take it all in here from Onalaska High School. So Fight Song is the first of a few other things that they will do before this game kicks off.
Well, not a bad temperature tonight.
Beautiful.
I thought it'd be worse.
I got my pullover on right now. I could probably go without it.
Yeah,
you just opened your window up a little bit.
I had to take my jacket off. So get out of here. Beautiful.
Again, our thanks to Jeff Ross, who is on camera tonight. Always doing a fine job as you take a quick look at the O-Zone before this one gets going. West Salem Panthers, 24 points per game, 87 passing yards and 4 touchdowns, 194 rushing yards and 20 touchdowns. On defense, they have allowed just 8 per game, 88 passing yards against and 95 rushing yards. 3 TDs passing, 5 TDs rushing, just 8 touchdowns scored against this Panther defense.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats of that. Not many interceptions. 2 interceptions led by Brandon Lund. And then Trevor, Trouch?
Yes, Trouch.
No, he's got 2 fumbles. Then you got Dalton Shams.
It's time now for our national anthem.
Marveling at the drummer.
Nicely done there by the Onalaska High School marching band. The dance team on the field as well. Jeff will zoom on in here, and I believe they will maybe let the seniors go through first. Let's take a listen to Goody.
Introducing, coached by Justin Ye, the West Salem Panthers. Football team. And the number 85, Noah Wilson. And the rest of the Hilltoppers.
So the introductions for the Hilltoppers here, pregame, just continuing on as this is, again, senior night and also Father's Night, which is a different thing. Not every football team does that. The dads in the locker room, coming out with the sons on the field and out with them for the anthem. I am doing that next year, Stan. You are going to be the man running the controls.
I'll be running it for you. What an awesome moment, though. You know, for seniors, having been one of those athletes where you get that special senior night, there is nothing better, just nothing better than that.
And you can kind of feel it in the air. This is a huge game for both teams. This has everything to do with a run for another MVC title for the Hilltoppers. Of course, right now it's the Holman Vikings leading things undefeated in the conference. But, you know, both these teams with just one loss, you've got the shot at it. Whoever comes out with a loss has no hope of winning the MVC title. Hilltoppers going to Holman next week.
Well, I hope you come out with the attitude, this is senior night. This is your last home game. Leave it on the field. Let it all hang out.
So the Panthers will be receiving. And let's talk about that offense. Pro set formation, and they'll do the read run game with quarterback Joe Wopat, senior. The halfback is Brendan Holt, 809 yards and 133 carries, 6.1 per carry, leads the conference in touchdowns with 16, averaging 135 yards per game, 6 receptions, 87 yards there, catching the ball out of the backfield with a 14.5 average and 1 touchdown. Ethan Olson is the senior fullback. Then the weapon at wide receiver for the Panthers is Trenton Foreman, senior with 19 catches, 357 yards, 18.8 per catch and 2 touchdowns. So those are going to be your big weapons. We'll get to the other receivers and the offensive line here after the kickoff as the Hilltoppers' Nick Pika gets set to roll.
So number 7, number 44, and number 21 in white. Keep your eyes on them.
Keep your eyes on them, says Stan, and he's right. Here's a low line drive kick picked up at the 30, and the Panthers going to get that ball in good field position out across the 40 to what looks to be about the 42-yard line.
Yeah.
So let's get to the rest of the West Salem Panthers. Also at receiver, Dalton Shams, a senior, and Austin Sevier, a junior. The offensive line, Connor Stranus, a senior, Dylan Knoll, a junior, John Glassmaker, who is a talented lineman on both sides of the ball, a senior, Dawson Freidenland, a junior, and Ryan Schlimgen is a senior. That is the starters on offense for the West Salem Panthers.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Onalaska defense led by Mr. Haggerty, and also Mr. David Luck.
And we'll get to that starting defense here in our next stoppage. First play is a handoff, and you're going to see a lot of that in this Panther offense as the first carry goes to Brendan Holt. We mentioned his numbers, 16 touchdowns on the season. Let's get to that defense. A 4-4-3 for the Hilltoppers tonight. The defensive line at one end, Connor Haggerty, the junior. The other end is David Luck, the junior. Defensive tackles, Damian Tracy, the junior. Nick Bloom, a junior. Then the outside linebackers, Jacob Volk and Tyler Williams. Inside, it's Jack Weber and River Zumak and Jacob Uderman will switch off there on the inside. Mitch Teese is back playing at free safety. The corners are Hank Olson and Nick Pika. There's your Hilltopper defense. And slipping and falling is Brendan Holt. This turf is going to be a bit wet. We've had plenty of rain, although we managed to escape any of the big rain that's supposed to be coming tonight. Looks like a lot of it's going to go south of us.
Yeah, I heard it may be after 10 o'clock too, but I wish I had a weatherman's job.
Look at the student section for West Salem. They're getting into it over here. You don't see a lot of schools in the conference bringing that many with them here to make some noise.
Well, when you're 6-1, you better travel well.
That's right. It's third down now and 7 to the air. Wopat completes the pass. Weber there in the area to stop it from making a first down, and they'll get thrown out of bounds into the sidelines of the Hilltoppers. Catch was made by Dalton Shams, and that's going to be fourth down for the West Salem Panthers.
Wow. There you go. Onalaska defense coming out with a big stop.
Jack Weber, who was not in the lineup last week, leads the team in tackles. Jack Weber, 56 tackles on the season, 4 tackles for loss. He makes a key stop there, and now the punting unit comes out for the West Salem Panthers.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Therick Roberts, that one gets blocked as a hand on it comes to the near sideline where the Hilltoppers pick it up, and I'm not sure he really want to try taking it anywhere after that, but the Hilltoppers going to get great field position as a flub on the punt there by the West Salem Panthers.
Yeah, that was just a low snap, bounced, hung around the punter's foot, and those are the breaks Onalaska are going to need tonight. That's
a tough break for West Salem here in the early goings. Great field position for the Hilltoppers, and now for that offense. Going to run a lot of 3 tight ends. Cost Austin Larson with a great season, 1,406 yards passing, 18 touchdowns, averaging over 200 yards per game with a 110.3 quarterback rating. He goes to the air, deep downfield, looking for his man.
What a catch.
Flag was thrown, and Ray Heilman with an amazing grab deep downfield.
What a catch.
You talk about pumped up. Ray Heilman is pumped up.
That's how you make a senior moment right there.
Oh, my. The speed of Ray Heilman breaking off the receiver, or I should say off the coverage, and making the catch. That was fantastic.
Had to grab him. Pass interference.
And that goes against West Salem, so obviously they decline the penalty and take the catch.
There you go. First down.
Nice job by Jeff Ross to get in there with the camera. You saw the official. In the backfield, Ben Wittenberg will get some time, 15 carries, 51 yards. Also, Ray Heilman will get some carries back there. Tight ends, Jack Weber, Connor Haggerty, and David Luck.
There goes Ray in motion.
Motion with Heilman.
Cut.
Looking for blockers in front. Heilman gets the first 2 plays, and he'll get ahead for a couple of yards on that one. The offensive line will be Ryan Kujawa on left tackle. Left guard is Caillou Lohr. Center is Jake Bloom. Right guard is Nam Yang, back as he went out with an ankle injury last week. And Nick Bloom steps in at right tackle for Colton Hogum, who is in concussion protocol. So the wide receivers, of course, Landon Peterson, Hank Olson, and Ray Heilman. They have been marvelous targets for Austin Larson this season. Here's again Ray coming towards the goal line there. Actually got stopped at about the 4, it looks like. That slipped up, but the Hilltoppers continue to roll forward here.
There you go. Your first 3 plays are in Ray's hands. There you go.
You think Ray wants to have a big night tonight? He had a great game against Central last week.
In Ray we trust.
Third down and about 3 to go here. And I think that's going to...
offside defense.
I think that's defense. Well, let's see here. I'm going to watch my camera because it's just too hard for me to see over there out the window. I have the windows in tonight, Stan, to keep it a little warmer in here, but I don't know if we really even need it.
Offside defense, correct.
It is defense. They're already very close to the goal line.
We can open them up and take them out.
Well, it's kind of too late now for that. I didn't. Well, the part of the reason I kept him in tonight is because of the threat of rain. I just don't trust the weather forecast.
There it is.
There's Ray, cuts inside, just shy of the goal line.
Wow.
And the Panthers able to make a stop there.
Is that going to bring it to fourth?
John Glassmaker, talented defender at linebacker for West Salem, in on the stop.
That'll make it a first down.
40 tackles for Glassmaker, 4 of those for losses. He's got 1.5 sacks on the season. First and goal now for Onalaska. Good first drive here for the Hilltoppers.
No kidding. Swinging Ray out to the left.
Larson with a keeper, and successful again. He comes in untouched.
Dog it. Oh, I was just about to say that.
From the 1 yard line. The Hilltoppers strike first. Austin Larson with a rushing touchdown, and for Austin Larson this season, that is his 6th rushing touchdown of 2018. The Hilltoppers up 6-0.
Well, he's been picking up his rushing touchdowns within the last 3 games. Sure. Well, he had to. I mean, we lost 2 running backs, so.
Now it's Kaylee Manglitz. Numbers outstanding, 33 of 36, and almost blocked, and she drills it right between the uprights and good. And the Hilltoppers have a 7-0 lead over the West Salem Panthers here from Onalaska High School on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Howie's on Lacrosse Street has been a lacrosse landmark for decades. Gourmet burgers, signature sandwiches, and in-house smoked meats that are sure to please your taste buds. Whether it's Wing Wednesday, Howie's Happy Hour, or the Burger of the Month, the Oktoberfest Burger, Howie's has something for everyone. Check out the menu and specials online, howiesonlacrosse.com. Follow your favorite sports teams and UFC events at Lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue, Howie's Lacrosse.
So the Onalaska Hilltoppers get a big pass from Austin Larson to Ray Howman after getting the ball in great territory after a muffed punt by the West Salem Panthers. They drive it in on a couple of running plays by Ray, and eventually it's Austin Larson who takes it in untouched into the end zone for 6 points. Kaylee Manglitz with the extra point, and Onalaska is up 7-0. 8:32 left here in the first quarter. A big matchup between West Salem and the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Here comes Pika. Another low line drive kick. The near side of the field picked up at the 25, and here's the Panthers who get it out again across the 30 to the 35-yard line. That's where they'll start out. First down and 10, West Salem.
Just so used to not having these windows here.
Is it bothering you?
No, just to a point where it's just hard to actually look at the scoreboard from over here. But that's okay.
Well, you just one right, you can look at that. It's right there, right on the screen.
Jeff.
It's right on the we have a scoreboard right on the screen, Stan.
Well, I was looking at the clock.
All right.
You know, there's no clock on there.
Do you stick your head out the window to do that then, typically?
Well, you know, I don't want to. We got computers.
Maybe I can put a rear view mirror up here in this other window for you. Here's West Salem on their second series of this game. Well, Pat
nice play.
Dished it off, and the Hilltoppers smelled it and completely blow that play up. Flying in for Onalaska, Hank Olson.
There we go, Hank. Get back to playing.
Hilltoppers defense coming out strong here as a 3-yard loss on the last play. And with Pat, he didn't get rid of the ball fast enough, and the Hilltoppers came through untouched.
You know, I've looked at this, you know, even during this week of looking at game prep and stuff like this, and I'm going, Onalaska's basically 3 plays away from being undefeated.
Here's Holt getting off one tackle and then another one, and he finally takes it out across the 40 to the 43, gaining 7 on the play. Jack Weber in on the stop for Onalaska.
Well, you know he's going to get some yards. You know that's going to happen.
Oh, he's a heck of a runner.
Exactly.
Top touchdown getter in the MVC this season.
And I was looking at his numbers going, I've got to see this kid run the ball.
Yeah. Well, you saw it right there.
Exactly.
Best run so far today. 3rd down and 3 for West Salem.
Good running backs like that, you only keep them down for just a little bit.
Looks like Pika's on Foreman, so watch that. And, what a huge hit in the backfield on the quarterback, Wopat, but a nice run by Brendan Holt. Picks up the first down. Boy, I tell you.
Haggerty just
Haggerty buried Wopat in the backfield. The bad news for him was he was not the ball carrier.
But you know what? In this type of offense, that's discipline on Haggerty's part. You've got to stay and stick that quarterback. If that's the type of offense you're going to run.
He did his job.
He did his job.
Big number 88 came in, and I think now Wopat knows what it feels like. He may be a little more tentative now.
I said, man, that guy big.
He definitely delivered a pop. First down, though, for West Salem, now inside Onalaska territory for the first time. And another running play. The offensive line trying to move the pile, and they're going to get ahead for a pickup of 4 on the play.
Wopat went running towards the sideline on that play.
You had to make sure he wasn't in the backfield this time?
Say, I handed it off. I'm going the other way.
So a heavy dose. We expected it.
Yep.
It's pretty obvious when you look at the numbers for the West Salem offense this season. You might see Therick Roberts in there, too. He's the one that had the trouble with the punt because he's got some good wheels.
Don't forget about the fullback as well, Ethan Olson.
Another 2 or 3 yards.
You know, in this type of offense, the fullback's going to get the ball, and it's those times you don't expect them. It's when they get those big rip-off runs and stuff like that. So you got to prepare for each one of the guys that are in that backfield.
Now, the Milwaukee Brewers were up 2-0 before we started the broadcast, and I know Jeff Ross was keeping an eye on things as he's in another studio here at the complex. And did they end up winning? Just nod yes if they did. Maybe he doesn't know. Here's Wopat, pitch outside. Holt being chased to the sidelines. Ball gets him. Defense. He fell, but he still was able to get him down. And nowhere to go. It's going to be 4th down, a loss on the play.
Nice defense. Don't over-pursue, maintain, and let the field do the rest.
Jacob Volk had good pursuit. He slipped, but still, Holt not able to make the cut. He saw about 3 other Hilltoppers behind Jacob Volk on that play. 4th down in the punt situation again for West Salem here early. This time the snap much better. The kick is a spinner. It's almost like a spiral that goes out of bounds. Let's see where they say it goes out. And it looks like they're going to say the 20-yard line.
You know, I was looking at some numbers regarding their punting, and it's not good.
Well, so far it looks like a 28.4 average coming into tonight's game.
29.6 overall. But either way it goes, that's still not good.
No, it's not the numbers you want to have your punter in terms of average, but not every team has a Bryce Edwards from Sparta or even a Nick Pika who has been very, very good this season punting the football.
Which is one of my amazements. I understand soccer and football during the same time of year, but why don't more teams go and get that one kid that kicks a soccer ball?
Here's Larson with a deep ball down the left sideline. Too far for Landon Peterson, who obviously has good track speed, but that one was led quite a bit.
Oh, he has some good space in there.
Well, the kids that are really into soccer want to play soccer. Yeah. That's the main thing. But, you see Kaylee Manglitz, who plays soccer in the spring, is kicking for the Hilltoppers in terms of extra points and field goals, She's a soccer player.
Exactly. So. Look at some of these kids. Kids, let me tell you, you play in the NFL and be a kicker, you can make a lot of money.
Well, Mason Manglitz can kick the ball, too. He also has soccer skills. Here's Larson to throw. Has his receiver. Great read of the field, and he hits Ray Heilman for a Hilltopper first down out across midfield into West Salem territory at the 48-yard line.
Ray came from all the way across the field to get to that one, and Larson bought himself some time, let Ray get open, and once you throw it to Ray, it's all day.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Austin Larson did a great job of finding the receiver, Ray Heilman. He had to move around a bit out of the pocket, and then he finally comes up with Ray and puts it right on target. Here's Connor Haggerty with a running play.
Nice.
He gets a couple of yards on the play.
All Ray, all day.
Dylan Knoll in on the stop for the West Salem Panthers.
Wonder we can market that. All day, all day.
You're going to be his manager? He's going to wait till he gets out of being a amateur athlete before he starts selling T-shirts
like the
for him.
Aaron Rodgers
right.
commercial, State Farm commercial.
Got trips right now here for the Hilltoppers. Looks like a passing down, but Larson going to roll. It's a quarterback keeper on the option, and he'll get ahead for a pickup of 6.
Nice. Positive yards.
Looks like it might have been Joe Hess who was in on the stop there, like number 24. West Salem's orange numbers are a little tough to pick up from far distance.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. I can kind of see the orange. I can see the orange pretty good.
Well, you're incredible, Stan.
Yeah, sometimes I am.
You're a legend in your own mind.
and that's the most important part.
Oh, good effort there by the Hilltoppers to try to drag tacklers, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. And the Panthers may have their first stop of the day as Haggerty running the football today.
Very nice.
With that heavy package.
You know we're going for it. There ain't no doubt about it.
Checking off for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Heilman now split to the outside right. Peterson to the left. Going for it on 4th down or trying to draw West Salem off sides. Long snap, kind of think that's exactly what it is, but now they snap the football.
Got him.
Nice throw, but it's Peterson has his feet come out from under him, trying to come back and get that ball. It's a turnover on down.
Close for it. That would have been pretty close anyway, unless he was able to stay on his feet and catch that and fall forward.
2:48 remains here in the first quarter. Hilltoppers up 7-0 on the West Salem Panthers, but a turnover on downs. Obviously, the turf is a bit slippery here. We've seen a couple of guys go down trying to cut, and in that case, it was Landon Peterson. And not sure, even if he caught that football, whether he would have picked up the first down.
Well, if you're a home team, you should come out here and test your field.
Well, they're all out there running around, so I don't.
This ain't like the 1970s where you can go and put the long cleats in.
Yeah.
Got to change my cleats. Soldier Field mud.
And Brandon Holt runs to the outside this time. He'll look to get about 3.
I think there's Tracy.
Yeah, Damian Tracy was over there. Pick number 77. Holt picks up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
You know, it's so long within the season, you begin to know the players. We've said and done all their games.
2:20 and moving along here. This first quarter is going by quick. There is no wind out here, so it feels a lot warmer with no breeze and no rain so far. It's a quarterback keeper for Wopat, and Hilltoppers slipped trying to bring him down, but 3
everybody slipped.
Able to go back on top of him.
Well, Wopat was just able to keep his feet.
Jack Weber was in there on the stop, and Weber's been busy yet again. Boy, this has been a great senior year for Jack Weber in terms of his defense.
He's been having an outstanding year.
And you lose Nathan Lubinsky, who was the team's top tackler and top rusher, and
Franzini after that.
So you see Jack Weber just getting it done. And really focused on his football, and before you know it, he'll be between the pipes for the Hilltoppers in hockey. Here's a throw by Wopat. Nice toss there. First down, West Salem.
Lost Thies for a little bit of time.
Mitch Thies.
Yep.
I think that was Trenton Foreman, I believe 21. Again, really hard for me to see the orange from that side.
The thing is, I couldn't even see over what that. There was too much going on.
I think that was Foreman, though, with the catch. First down for West Salem now at the 45-yard line of Onalaska. Clock ticking towards 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. Like the way Joe Wopat fired that football in. Brendan Holt fouls his blockers. This time the Hilltoppers allow him just 2.
Solidifying that middle. But a kid like Holt, just wear down the middle of the defense throughout the game. I'm hoping that's not the case, and I'm hoping our front can get stronger.
Stan, I expected this one to be a low-scoring game, especially with this West Salem defense. Hilltoppers made it look easy on their first series, a little tougher the second time.
Yes.
2nd and 8 now, a long 8 here for the Panthers. Here again is Holt spinning. Holt then dragged down at the ankles. Tackle. Beautiful work by the Hilltoppers as Jacob Volk again is involved in another good defensive play.
Beautiful tackle. Beautiful tackle.
Jacob Volk, a junior, he's out there playing like he's got his senior night tonight.
You know what? He's been stepping up as the season's been going on. This is where you've looked at these kids all throughout the season, and that's one player that's grown.
That's going to do it for our first quarter of play here. The Onalaska Hilltoppers 7, West Salem Panthers nothing here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Every Plumbing and Heating is a full-service company that has been family-owned and operated since 1969. That's 3 generations of Everys in the plumbing business. Every Plumbing and Heating consistently provides reliable and quality workmanship and the best service at a fair price. Every gets it right the first time. Every Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers Athletics. Give them a call when you need it done right. 608-783-2803 or visit them online at everyplumbing.com.
BA Burrito is more than just delicious food made to order. Did you know you could have your next event catered by BA? You bet. Business lunches, team events, any type of gathering, BA Burrito will deliver your spread right to your event. You don't have to do a thing. Great for school functions, parties, even fundraisers. Visit BA online at baburritoco.com for more info. BA Burrito would like to thank all their loyal customers. BA Burrito, Village Shopping Center, and on Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
It's like all that talking about food there during our commercial break from our great sponsors got Stan interested in taking a bite of free pizza. The band had pizzas from Marco's delivered here earlier today, and they dropped one off here in our media box. That play is not going anywhere.
Thank you, Marco's Pizza.
Yeah, I'm not sure like who it is that we could thank other than the fact that it is a Marco's Pizza, but I'd say thank the band.
Thank you, band.
All right.
Yummy. Stanley likely.
Nothing like listen to a broadcaster eat while he's doing the game, huh? Stan eating food. Did you not read any of the manual for broadcasting when you were at the radio station?
What do you think we did at the radio station? I was a Cheeto-aholic.
4th down here for West Salem. Just underway in the second quarter. Good misdirection here. That's going to be short of the first down. That Hilltopper defense. Jack Weber in along with Jacob Uterman, and that is going to be a turnover on downs.
Nice defense, guys.
Great defensive effort by the Hilltoppers.
Hey, honey, can you call my mom and tell her to stop calling me? I'm serious, Kimberly.
All right, there's a shout-out. Stan's directing.
Mom's calling me. I'm going, Mom.
Well, you'd had enough time to have a piece of pizza. You could at least call him back. I could turn your microphone off, Stan. You want me to?
Don't do that.
Oh, all right. There's a first for everything. Stan's eating pizza. All right, here we go. Hilltoppers now with the football. Another turnover on downs. This Onalaska defense has been magnificent here tonight. This is going to be Haggerty again. Running over a tackler, but the second one able to get him on the top side.
My goodness.
Haggerty's just a mound, huh?
Oh, my goodness.
Glassmaker and Brandon Lund in on the stop. Well, I've said it. He's a goal line back. He's an H back typically in the typical offense, but Hilltoppers running a different type of offense here.
Nice.
Swing pass dropped. Pick it up anyway, just to be sure. It's Hank Olsen.
Yeah. Hank doesn't miss too many.
Nope, he looked to run without the football that time.
Doesn't miss too many.
The Brewers were winners 4-0.
Wow.
And I think they're going to make quick work of their opponent. And then, like we said earlier, we think it's probably going to be Brewers-Dodgers.
No, this is where Onalaska needs to get better functioning penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a chop
block.
Yeah.
So that's going to back the Hilltoppers up.
You know, and it's not really too much. Well, sometimes it's the 5-yard variety, but it's the 5-yard, and then there's another 5 yards. Then there's another 5 yards. That one's 15 yards. Second down, so can't put yourself in these type of holes.
See what they can do here. It's second and eternity. Nice throw there by Austin Larson.
There you go.
And spinning off the tackle was Hank Olson. You'll get some of those yards back.
There you go.
Up to the 35-yard line.
But there's Larson's confidence to go right back to him. Okay? You know.
So we got 3rd and 12 now for the Hilltoppers. Going to need something a little bit longer. Coming off now is Haggerty. Wittenberg in the backfield right now. Peterson split wide right. Olsen split left. They'll tighten things up a little bit. They'll actually stack receivers with Peterson behind Heilman. Larson looking for protection. Gets it.
Ooh.
Throws down a little bit too low. Passes incomplete.
It's tough sledding out there on the field.
A lot of slipping and falling. Hank Olson, the intended receiver. This time I think you'll see Nick Pika. Indeed, he is out there. 9:49 to play. Clock stops after the incomplete pass. 7-0 Onalaska.
You know, I've played on fields like this, and now this gets to a point where your routes change a little bit. You know, you're not going out as hard, and you're trying to, before you even get to that break, you are slowing yourself way down just so you can just make a slight little turn. And sometimes the yardage or you need to go, you have to slow it down and maybe cut it back a little bit. There you go.
And I think this time it was West Salem jumping across.
Yep.
So that'll give them 5.
I'll take it. We're still punting, though.
Yep. And you really need to be wary of the punt returner, who is Trenton Foreman. Although his average is not good, 6.8, he can run like the wind.
And the way our coverage has been throughout this season at times,
it's been up and down. It's been a roller coaster, Stan.
We've allowed a lot of big touchdowns, you know.
Of course, the kick return for a touchdown last week. This is a fake. And here's Pika
And
running with a football for a first down and more. And he
Nice.
gets head tackled. His helmet almost pulled off from behind. The officials didn't see it. First
What a
down
play.
on
Nice
Alaska
play.
Hilltoppers. And look at the wheels from Nick Pika.
There you go. Specialty plays. Specialty plays. Nice.
Nick Pika, blazing speed on the fake punt, and that took West Salem by
Beautiful call.
surprise.
Beautiful call. Now, if you're on Alaska's offense, capitalize right here. You know?
Coach Yen totally taken by surprise on that one. I don't think anyone here even expected it.
No. Here it goes.
Here's
right.
Ray Heilman.
Oh,
He'll get
good tackle.
dragged down the back.
Ooh.
Boy, that was out of a cannon
Nice
on
play.
defense. Was Joe Hess. Hess has made a couple of stops here in this first half.
No.
4-yard loss on the play after the big tackle by Hess.
Only listed as a defensive lineman, too. He was one of those players I only saw on one side of the ball.
Yeah, he's one of the defensive linemen. 42 tackles coming in, 6 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, and 1 fumble recovery for Joe Hess. They don't have heights and weights on their roster.
I was trying to find that, too.
Haggerty trades to the left side. Larson with a keeper, trying to get to the outside. Larson will get ahead for a pickup of 7.
Yeah, nice positive yardage there.
Further into West Salem territory here. Be 3rd down now and 6.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
How's that pizza, Stan?
Good.
Well, look at that. He gets paid to eat pizza here tonight.
Listen, when you come from work, go right to work.
Larson
Nice
throws
throw.
on the run, completes
Nice
the pass
move.
to Ray Heilman. He'll be short of the first down as he was tripped up. Brandon Holt with the tackle. Just got a piece of Ray's shoe there, and Ray not able to get enough to pick up the first down, but it's go-for-it territory here for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, in this kind of field conditions, it's about tippy-toe.
4th and a long 2. Peterson split left. Wittenberg still out there in the backfield mainly as a blocker so far. Tight end right is Haggerty. Wittenberg.
Oh, nice
a
fake.
nice fake by
Nice fake.
Larson as he does the keeper. Everyone thought Wittenberg, including
Nice
me,
fake.
was going to take it up the middle, and Austin Larson picks up the first down. Good decoy.
We've had some very good calls on this drive. Making good decisions.
Wittenberg gets tapped on the back by his teammates as he sold it completely to that
yeah.
West Salem defense.
Beautiful.
1st and 10 from the 30 now for Onalaska.
I was actually thinking he was going to run it too. He hasn't ran it all game, so.
Haggerty in the backfield now. Ray lines up as a slot receiver from the backfield. Larson looks downfield. He'll chuck the long ball, and Landon Peterson with a marvelous grab.
What a catch.
Coverage was tight.
What a catch.
The defensive back didn't turn around in time, and Landon Peterson did and made another acrobatic catch. And the Hilltoppers are knocking at the door as they are in the red zone from the 1.
Now here's where you give it to Haggerty.
1st and goal, and I'm gonna agree with you on this one, Stan. I think it's Connor Haggerty time.
I think so.
It's like they're still looking to the sideline. And now Ray comes out of the backfield. Haggerty's still back there. There's the handoff to Haggerty. He goes into the end zone. Touchdown.
High five.
Hilltoppers. A 1-yard touchdown plunge for big number 88,
Yeah.
Connor Haggerty, and the
There we
Hilltoppers
go.
now up 13-0.
Yeah, we kind of called that one.
We almost feel like we should get credit for it.
Yeah, we should. Pizza, more pizza.
Nice job by Austin Larson on that drive. Nice pass to Landon Peterson to put it to the 1. Now Kaylee Manglitz after the Connor Haggerty touchdown run. See if she can keep rolling.
We don't have any pizza sponsors, do we?
There are places that make pizzas, though.
Yeah. Well, more burritos. More burritos.
That's another extra point conversion for Kaylee Manglitz. She gets the job done here. Hilltoppers 14, West Salem nothing. Here with 6:51 to play here in the first half.
The 9th season of Coulee Region Chill Junior Hockey is here.
Perfect pass, they shoot and score!
The 2018-19 season is underway, and the first home game is Saturday, October 13th as the Chill hit the ice against the Milwaukee Power at 7 o'clock. Tickets are only $8 for adults, $5 for children, seniors, and military. Enjoy all the action from the Iceberg Fan Deck with all you can eat and drink for just $20. Fan Deck Saturday nights you can chow down on BA Burrito Company. Order tickets online now at crchill.com. Coulee Region Chill Junior Hockey is the fastest game in town.
Shot and a goal!
No power outage for the Onalaska Hilltoppers offense tonight. Austin Larson looking sharp. The field slippery. Some balls have not been caught, but overall he's been pretty much on target. Just one overthrow today, one under maybe. But the Hilltoppers getting it done. Second touchdown run of the game. First one was Austin Larson from a yard out. This one was Connor Haggerty from a yard out after some nice passing plays to get down the field. And here's Pika with the kickoff, end over end, taken at the 25. To the outside, good return, good field position for the West Salem Panthers.
Onalaska doing what they needed to do, get off to a good start.
I think that was at 35 or 30 on the return. I think it might have been Olson. Ethan Olson, who averages 17.7 per return. So you really can't ask for better field position to start out there.
There's a kid I was mentioning earlier who plays the fullback position, Ethan Olson.
Yeah,
Yep.
Olson is the fullback.
Yep.
He'll get a chance to be right back out there. 6:43 to play here in the first half.
Pass play.
Whoa, Pat throws, and it's knocked right back the other direction. And they'll say incomplete pass.
Nice.
Uderman came down on top of it.
Gracious. David Luck.
Luck's wearing 42.
What was it, 46
He
last
did,
week?
I think it was 46 last week.
46 last week. Oh, my God, David, you're killing me, man.
So David Luck, 42 tonight.
42.
And he's been in on a couple of plays. I looked on my roster and I didn't see 42. And I was like,
at it too, going,
I'm guessing, we haven't called Luck's name tonight. That's got to be it.
I haven't seen Ronnie Lott tonight.
2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. West Salem going to run into a mound. Damian Tracy and the Purple People Eaters all over the West Salem running game, as I don't think Wopat knew what hit him before he came to the line of scrimmage.
Is that purple or is that black tonight?
Yeah, they're purple and black.
Purple and black? That's a dark purple.
Well, the uniforms are black with purple trim, Stan.
Oh, okay. Can I have a mead, my lord?
And the helmets? The helmets are also.
I love the helmets.
Yeah.
It's just hard to see from up here. And, we're old blind men.
Yeah, we are.
So.
Third and 11. Wopat in the passing situation. Pressure comes in. He'll throw the ball downfield. Hank Olson in coverage and a marvelous grab up over Hank Olson.
Wow.
Foreman with a marvelous catch.
Goodness.
Trenton Foreman, we gave you his numbers coming in. 19 catches for 357. He's a big play receiver with that 18.8 average per catch and a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah.
And a good ball thrown there by Joe Wopat. Yeah. But the coverage by Hank Olson was good.
It was good.
I got to believe Trenton Foreman's got to be on the basketball team.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Just got out-jumped there.
Wopat again. He'll try to throw on the run and then sets his feet, fires, and pass interference going to be called on Nick Pica.
Yep, went through his back on that one.
Austin Sevier was the intended receiver, and Pica got in a little early.
Oh, yeah. Way too early on that one.
That's going to get you the flag pretty much every time.
Mm-hmm.
So now the West Salem Panthers in their best offensive situation of the night with 5:28 remaining here in the first half, down 14-0.
This is a drive where they need to get some points on the board just to get themselves back into comfort zone.
Only loss for the Panthers, as we mentioned earlier, a 20-0 Week 4 loss at Holman. Holman, the only undefeated team in the Mississippi Valley Conference.
And unfortunately, it's not a spot foul. It's, I think, a 15-yard penalty.
It is.
Yeah.
This season, West Salem outscored opponents 40-9 in the first quarter, 47-14 in the second quarter. The Hilltoppers, they've outscored their opponents 63-42 in the first quarter, 76-56 in the second. First down and 10, Wopat with a keeper. And he'll chug ahead for a couple.
Yeah, I was looking at those numbers too, putting all my numbers together. I was like, these teams are pretty evenly matched. And like you, I thought it might be, I was looking at it probably being maybe 26-24 Onalaska.
Yeah, I think you're going to be sitting in the low 20s. That's pretty much where I figured this one would be. But there's still plenty of time.
Yeah.
But just the style of game both these teams play. You have to adjust when you don't have those running back weapons that the Hilltoppers have had this season.
And West Salem's going strictly passing right now.
Hit as it throws, intercepted by the Hilltoppers.
There we go.
And a chance upfield on the return. And it looks like the football came loose when the Hilltopper player went down.
Onalaska's ball. What a play.
I believe, was that Weber?
It's Volk.
Was it
I think
Volk?
it was Volk. Volk, like I told you, he's been playing
Jacob Volk with an interception.
He's been playing unbelievable, man.
Trying to pick up the number there, and it was a nice interception for the Hilltoppers, and another big play for Jacob Volk, his second interception of the season.
I mean, he's been coming on so much towards this season. And, I mean, it's like I said, it's the end of the season, and now he's beginning to show, hey, you've got something going here.
So the Hilltoppers get the turnover, and boy, how big was that as West Salem was starting to march. Howman in motion, throw is short. And once again looking for Hank Olson, but it'll hit the turf. And again, so slippery.
Yeah. But, Valk's beginning to look like, he's a junior. So now, that's opening up positive signs for looking for what's coming up next year.
Well, a lot of these defensive stars are juniors. And, of course, Lubinsky out, but he also.
Right. And then my son's class in 8th grade are coming in next year. And we've got one kid in 8th grade that I think he's got all the ability to be able to play.
It'll be interesting to see how it all fits together. Here's Ray Heilman using those quick legs.
Oh, look at him.
And Ray hit out of bounds after a nice gain.
Yeah. Now look at the one kid that was in 8th grade. He's on that same mold as Ray, just as fast, just as quick.
Foreman with a stop there for West Salem. That's going to be a first down, I think.
And they give him a first down.
There you go.
First down, Hilltoppers. Down 36.
Just past the 35-yard line.
L2 semifinalist. Ray's just having the last 2 games he's had monster games.
Luck now in at tight end as well. Not much there. Back to the line of scrimmage.
But I mean, when you lose Lubinsky and you lose Franzini, that just gets to a point where you put Ray all over the field, and he does have those cramp issues. So.
Well, there's a few guys that have that issue. And they lose a yard on that last play with Heilman. Be 2nd down and 11. Heilman in the backfield to start this out, along with Connor Haggerty. Luck trades to the right side, the tight end position. Here's a throw by Larson. Leads the receiver, Landon Peterson, just a bit too much. But he had good zip on it. And Landon's fast, but he's not that fast.
He just, the thing is, that was just a momentary pause. And then let it go.
We were talking about Ray and all the success he's had this year. He's done pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Running the football, coming in 22 for 117, 5.3 yards per carry, 41 receptions, 707 yards, leads the conference, 17.2 per catch, 9 touchdowns. And he's passed 3 for 6 for 67 yards and a touchdown.
Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Having a great year.
Larson gets pressure. He's going to go down. Sack. And we've said his name a few times. Joe Hess is a good pass rusher.
Yep. Just great pressure. I mean, just exploded to the quarter.
Had a huge tackle for loss earlier. That's now his 3rd sack. He has 3.5.
Goodness gracious.
Hilltoppers facing a long 4th down situation.
I think he only had like 2.5 sacks coming in, and he's been monster already.
4th and 19 here, and Pika gives this one some major hang time. It'll not go out of bounds.
Didn't go out of bounds.
That's ball still in play.
There you go. Nice.
This one goes down to the 38-yard line. Good kick by Pika.
Definite Onalaska bounce.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. 2:48 left here, first half. Hilltoppers up 14-0. West Salem will get the football back.
Sideline screaming at the ball. You go back on field now.
Onalaska offense couldn't take advantage of that turnover on the Jacob Valk interception.
That's all right. They stopped him from going down there. So now, time left. Let's see, 2:48. If you're Onalaska right here and you put another big stop up, you got to put West Salem in the question mark area at halftime.
And they've been trying to go to the air here, down 14-0. And again in the pocket is Joe Wopat. Off-screen pass off to Brendan Holt. Flag is thrown. Holt gets through one tackle, another tackle, and another flag as he gets up to the 45-yard line. But I have a good indication that's coming back.
He's holding everywhere. We can use the Ghostbusters on that one.
With it coming back, just want to talk about Brendan Holt for a second and his ability to run the football. You know what I love about the way he runs the football? He keeps his feet high, so he's hard to tackle down low.
Right.
And he's got the power to be able to just strip arms as he's moving those legs.
That's sprinters' knowledge right there.
Yeah.
I mean, because sprinters are basically taught to lift your knees. Lift your knees actually extend your stride length so you don't use as much.
And you know who was great at that? Sweetness.
Yeah.
Walter Payton.
Walter.
So hard to tackle down low.
Yeah.
The Hill.
Yeah.
The Peyton Hill.
The Peyton Hill. He was a beast.
Oh, yeah. Strong man.
He was a beast before there was beast mode.
Yeah, that's right. The original beast mode.
Exactly.
It's going to back up the West Salem Panthers a mile with all those holds.
Coach, what are the play calls? Well, it's Walter to the left,
Yeah.
Walter to the right, Walter up the middle, and then you pass it to him.
Yep. That's what it was. 2:37 left here, first half. West Salem's got a long way to go here.
Yeah.
On second down. Wopat throws. And his pass was hauled in.
Yeah. You know, and that's another surprise for me. As much as West Salem's been a run team, I'm surprised to see them go to the pass.
Not a lot on that play, but it is a completion.
Of course, we said that with Sparta, too. And look what Sparta did.
Yeah, fans are yelling at the yard markers because it should actually be second down because of the penalty. It shouldn't have turned to second down.
Yeah.
There we go. West Salem fans reciprocate. Second down and 20.
Reverse.
Here's a reverse to the near side. Nowhere really to go, though.
Good containment by Onalaska's defense. You know.
And I think that might be the first carry, or maybe the second carry for Ethan Olson.
Yeah. Well, he had the kickoff return, too.
He did. I think he might have carried the ball one other time.
Well, you got to keep everybody involved, you know.
Surprised Therick Roberts hasn't been out there.
Yeah.
I mean, Holt's had a few decent runs, but nothing big so far. You're just waiting for that.
Yeah, he was their second leading rusher coming in. Number 35. Keep an eye on him.
Third down, 14 here for West Salem. 1:05 and counting here in the first half. Wopat, strong arms at right, completes the pass and a nice stick on defense by the Onalaska defense.
Yeah, nice hit. Beaker with that hit.
So that's going to force a fourth down here, and where the ball is spotted, they're going to have a good 9 yards to pick up here. So I would expect the punting unit. And it hasn't been real strong here so far.
Nope, not at all. So what are we at? Well, and there's 30 seconds left right here. Just be careful with any trick plays, really. At this point in time, if they want to get tricky with 20-something seconds.
They're letting that clock roll.
I think they're going to take the penalty.
Of course, no halftime interview. Today we are without Lisa Kay. And a timeout taken with 7 seconds left. We'll keep it right here. Did want to thank some of our great sponsors. Our thanks to Coulee Golf Ball, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, a proud sponsor of Onalaska Athletics and our coverage here on CRSN. Also thanks to Waste Management. There's more to their business than meets the eye. Dee Lonsborough and the crew will take care of you there, as well as Coulee Bank. Bank with confidence, the official bank of Coulee Region Sports Network. All proud sponsors of Onalaska Athletics and our coverage here on CRSN. Marching band making their way on. That means halftime show is coming up, and as part of that halftime show, we may just let Jeff Ross zoom in on the band and the dance team and all that good stuff, since we're not doing interviews. We haven't really looked up any scores for you. That's kind of another thing that's part of the facet of what Lisa does, since I'm running controls and all that. But Stan, if you want to stop eating pizza and take a look on your phone, maybe you can.
Even my wife's telling me to stop eating.
It's kind of humorous, I'll say.
All right, go into Twitter. Let's see what we got.
All right. Stan's going on his phone.
Let's see here.
7.5 seconds. Here it is, the boot. This one looks pretty good. Takes a West Salem bounce. And that's going to do it for our first half of play. Onalaska Hilltoppers with a 14-0 lead as we will be heading to halftime here, as the Hilltoppers get 2 one-yard touchdown runs. Austin Larson with the first one from 1 yard out, And then it was the big man, Connor Haggerty, taking it in from 1 yard out for the 2 Onalaska scores.
Nice.
And they lead 14-0 after our first half of play. Back with your Howie's Halftime Show here on the Coulee Region Sports Network coming up next.
Summertime at David Ray's Modern Diner and Tavern is all about friends, family, fun, and fresh fare using local and regional ingredients, including high-quality cuts of meat, real Wisconsin cheeses, and fresh-baked breads. David Ray's also features 5 flavors of ice cream from the award-winning Pearl Ice Cream Parlor in La Crosse. Enjoy your meal in the dining area, the bar area, or on the Four Seasons heated patio overlooking beautiful Lake Onalaska. Experience Onalaska's new hotspot, David Ray's, right in the heart of downtown Onalaska at Dash Park.
Ever dreamed about doing what these guys are doing right now on CRSN? Ever think about having a career in sports broadcasting? There are great jobs right now for play-by-play announcers, sportscasters, and sports directors at great radio stations all over the U.S. and other jobs like air personalities, producers, voiceover people, and more. At Radio 1 Broadcast School, you get trained and ready for your new radio job. Hit up our website, radio1school.com. That's radio1school.com.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. State Farm agent Kurt Paff knows another winning combination: home and auto. Kurt and his team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff at 783-1130 today.
Howie's on La Crosse Street has been a La Crosse landmark for decades. Gourmet burgers, signature sandwiches, and in-house smoked meats that are sure to please your taste buds. Whether it's Wing Wednesday, Howie's Happy Hour, or the Burger of the Month, the Oktoberfest Burger, Howie's has something for everyone. Check out the menu and specials online, howiesonlacrosse.com. Follow your favorite sports teams and UFC events at La Crosse's ultimate sports viewing venue, Howie's La Crosse.
Now, here with the CRSN Howie's Halftime Show, Rick Franke, Stan Evans, and Lisa Kay.
Well, Rick and Stan anyway. Halftime, Hilltoppers with a 14-0 lead on the West Salem Panthers, and it is your Howie's Halftime Show. You see the Onalaska dance team doing their routine out here. I know you want to kind of start dancing to that music, don't you, Stan? I see you already hopping around. Were you able to access any scores
here we go.
Here at the half?
Got a bunch of scores. Got a final already. DeSoto 44. What is it? Wanawak Center, Weston.
Yep, that was last night.
Oh, was that last night?
Yep.
Okay, so Onalaska's winning 14-0 over West Salem.
Yep, that's the one we're at. That's good, Stan.
Logan's winning 21-0 over Aquinas. That's in the second quarter.
Okay, good one.
Bangor, this is from 22 minutes ago. Bangor 6, Brookwood 0. Third quarter, Westby 40, Luther 0. At half, Central 47, Toma 12. Good.
Yeah, that's not looking so good, is it?
No, that's not looking too good. That's about.
They're doing homecoming as Central at their own field, the Degatano Field.
Yeah, just sort of closer to home.
Yeah, I mean, I think they started the game earlier too, so that one might finish first here tonight.
Wow.
Especially with what was the score again?
47-12.
Oh.
Yeah.
A tough night for Toma. Yeah. Nice job by the Onalaska dance team. I know the band going to be doing their thing here, and obviously we want to give you an opportunity to take a listen to what they've been doing. I did not go to Oktoberfest this year. I did not go down to the fest grounds or any of that stuff.
Fun time.
I've done it millions of times. Just skipped it this year. Did you see the band? How did the band do?
The band was awesome. Every year where we sit along the parade route, we're always looking for an Onalaska band, because we got friends and family that actually participate. So we're always watching them, looking out for them on our parade route. It's an Onalaska contingency anyway, so we're all there and we all look for Onalaska. We support our community.
And we're going to support them right now. We're going to have Jeff Ross show you the sights, and we'll crank up the sounds for the Onalaska High School Marching Band here on the Coulee Region Sports Network at halftime, where the Hilltoppers lead West Salem 14-0.
Knuckle Concierto, Claire DeLune, and Chopsticks. We are proud to present in performance drum majors Sierra Dixon, Owen Rickard, Kyle Boone, and the Onalaska Marching Band.
I like marching bands. I was always one that would love to get down to the Southern Classic.
Got to wait for the director to get up in position. They need to be directed. What's that?
Not really.
You're just eating pizza, enjoying the show.
Oh, that's it.
Good job, Stan. All right, we'll be quiet.
Didn't they practice all week?
Yes, they did. Nicely done.
Very nice.
They have two directors too.
Yeah.
There's one on the right side and then one on in the middle there.
Yeah. There's a total of 3.
Is there another one?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 3. There is another one. Young lady over there on the left. I didn't even see her.
But you know what impresses me more than anything? That if you see a couple of the band members, you have a couple that are cheerleaders and one that is actually a football player.
Dance team.
Dancing.
They're dance team.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right, Stan. There is a difference. Just wanted to make it clear.
Listen, I'm a 70s kind of kid.
I know.
So.
I get it. understand there are seniors that are part of the band and the dance team out there as well. So this is the last home regular season game. Wanted to get the show on as much as we could.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to have one going into high school next year. So thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, you might know.
I need to know this stuff.
Just trying to help you.
I need to know this stuff.
That's all right. It's all right. Boy, they put on a good show here, though. I tell you what.
This is very, very good.
The Ozone taking a break. Of course, they had posters up with all the seniors on.
There's a football player right there,
down there,
leading the way.
Yep.
You know, this is just awesome as far as the extracurricular. You know, that he's so committed to playing football as well as playing this instrument. That's awesome. And what makes it even better? It's a saxophone. I like saxophone.
That's what Eric was playing for a while.
Oh, you know what? Girls dig guys who play saxophone.
Nicely done. But wait, that's not all.
That's not it. Oh, we've got more.
Nice fire pit burning out there in the park. My buddy Dean is out there with his big dog Gunther, the Saint Bernard. That's a large group that's out there in the park.
Well, I told you, man, this is just such a beautiful environment to watch a football.
I love it. I love it.
Right in the middle of the neighborhood, you know, to be able to enjoy having a house right across the street.
I mean, it's not quite the same view as we had last week, looking at the bluffs there from UWL, but this is pretty nice as well. And what a nice night it turned out to be.
We were able to sit down.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often at most media boxes, right?
Oh my goodness, it was a beautiful press box.
I thought it was going to be the Jetsons theme.
Meet George Jetson. His boy Elroy. Daughter Judy.
I apologize to anyone who's annoyed by the two of us talking partially while the band is playing, but I know it's kind of a bizarre version of almost a Beavis and Butthead talking over the band.
During the Rose Bowl.
Did want to mention a comment from one of our YouTube viewers. Jake Bin here says CRSN sponsorships are still available for monetary or edible considerations, which I thought was pretty fun. Also, do you think Radio 1 Broadcast School teaches how to eat and do play-by-play simultaneously? That seems to be very useful broadcast skill.
You learn that on the fly.
Interesting. I think Jake is our most loyal viewer. He's on every week.
Yeah. Well, and listen, man, you learn to do a lot of things. I mean, for those who haven't worked in radio, you work a lot of oddball hours.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's times where you're working from midnight to 6 in the morning, having to be there from 6 to noon. Then you can go from 3 to 7.
A lot of those days have changed, though, Stan. A lot of it is voice track nowadays.
Well, and that's just what it is now, you know. Back in my day, I was managing the AM station as well as doing my job on the FM station.
Is that right?
Yeah. You know, it was automated and stuff like that.
Oh,
but
manage, as in you were in charge of making sure it stayed on the air. Okay, not managed. Not managed. You kept it alive.
You didn't want that call from the general manager.
Okay.
On the special
I just had to.
hotline.
I had to clarify. I had to clarify.
I had to call once.
Okay. That's good.
The Onalaska High School Marching Band would like to thank our band boosters, the Onalaska High School administration, and all of our supportive fans, parents, and community members who have made this show possible.
Beautiful. I love our high school band.
Nice job again by the high school marching band here from Onalaska High School. As you can see, they're wrapping things up. West Salem is taking the field to warm up. In a couple of minutes, we'll have second half action here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Let's hear from some of our great sponsors.
Many of us will end up working 40 to 50 years of our lives, saving and hoping that we'll be able to live comfortably and have a successful retirement. But saving and investing smartly is only half the game. Mistakes made during the game can have lasting effects. If you're questioning your retirement game plan, call Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth LLC. Your road to success starts here. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth, LLC, is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service has been at your disposal since 1984. It's all about the service and customer satisfaction. When Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling says they're going to be there, you can count on them. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling means responsible recycling. The Hogum family is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. If you're in the need of their reliable services, give them a call at 608-783-6727 or visit them online at hilltopperrefuse.com.
Looking for a great place to golf 9? The Coulee Golf Bowls course is in absolute beautiful shape. After you get done golfing, plan some time to stop and enjoy a cold beverage and a bite to eat inside their newly remodeled sports bar and grill or outside on the patio with an amazing view of the golf course. Either way, you'll enjoy great drinks, delicious food, and socializing in a way only golfers can do. Call today to book your tee time at the Coulee Golf Bowl in Onalaska. 781-1111. That's 781-1111.
Do you earn 2.65 annual percentage yield on your checking account balance? If you had a Coulee Bank Kasasa Cash checking account, you would. Your free Kasasa Cash checking account includes free MasterCard debit card, free online banking, bill pay, e-statements, Coulee Bank mobile app, and ATM fee rebates. Earn 2.65 APY on your free Kasasa Cash checking account. Coulee Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. See CooleyBank.net for more information.
Waste Management of Wisconsin is your local choice for all of your collection and disposal needs. From collection and recycling to state-of-the-art landfill operations. At Waste Management, think green is a way of life. It means commitment to customer satisfaction and long-term relationships. It means cleaner, safer communities. And it means you receive high-quality service second to none. Their goal is to be the single source for all of your collection and disposal needs. Sign up today and see why more people choose Waste Management than any other. Contact Dean Lounsbro, DLOUNSBR at WM.com. 608-518-1720.
Rick and Stan back with you from Onalaska High School. Hilltoppers with a 14-0 lead as we get ready for second half action. Stan in the first half. Hilltoppers able to score in their first drive. Good work to Ray Heilman in the passing game from Austin Larson, and then eventually Larson runs one in from a yard out. Again, it's the passing game that sets up the score from the 1 yard line. Connor Haggerty takes the ball in from 1 yard out. That's the difference.
Exactly. Beautiful. Beautiful. You couldn't script it any better. Now, this is where it needs to maintain. Stop looking at the clock, worrying about the clock. Play through and keep trying to score.
So the Hilltoppers will get to receive first, which is good, right, Stan?
Exactly. Get the ball back. Let's do something on this first drive. But in the same sense, if you do score, don't get full of yourself right here, you know?
Play 4 quarters. That's always what you got to do.
Play until the clock is 0, and you know it's the game at the end of the game.
Foot came off the neck last week.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Kind of reminded me of the Bears-Packers game a little bit. Let's not even try to think about that
exactly.
one. Try to put that out of our mind.
It was a cool moment actually seeing the band. You know, here's the seniors saying bye-bye, and here's their bandmates coming up, giving hugs and stuff like that. You know, it's like I say, it's the things about senior night, and it's not just about the sport.
Kickoff there by Joe Hess, a nice kickoff. And the Hilltoppers, Michael Savrin. Taking it up the left sideline and eventually knocked down
There
with a
you go.
good return.
Head tackle. He's going to get it. 15 yards. He's going to get 15 yards.
Well, Michael Saverin explodes up the left sideline, and a flag down the field.
Great
should be
pass.
extra yardage here on the return, and great field position here for the Hilltoppers.
Awesome. Can't ask for any better start than that.
Let's see if the offensive line can get the push, see what the game plan is here. I expect, very much like we saw in the first half, a mix of Ray, a mix of Austin Larson running and throwing the football.
Yeah. Keep the motion going. However, you know that West Salem probably went into the locker room talking about it. So,
well, Coach Yen does a great job with this squad, obviously. You look at their record, and you look at the defensive numbers. Hilltoppers with just 14 points in the first half. That's a low number for Onalaska this season.
Exactly. If it's supposed to be at 15 yards, why aren't they walking it off? The face mask.
Yeah, they only
It's
like they gave them
guess
5.
Guess whatever.
Oh, look at this. Stacks right. And the keeper for Larson behind his line. Nice carry and a gain of 9.
There you go. Way to expose him. And that's the start you need.
Tackle made by Ethan Olson.
Main point for Onalaska, and the things we've seen all season long. Eliminate the penalties the second half.
See what they can do with the football this time. Just a bunch of different looks. Lock trades to the left side. Haggerty is the lone back. Haggerty taking it up the middle, gets the first down and more, pick up a 5 yards into West Salem territory.
Love seeing him with the ball running.
He's got to wrap it up. He's going Larry Zonka style.
There you go.
Our thanks to Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. A proud sponsor of Onalaska Athletics and our coverage here on CRSN. Also thanks to Interstate Wealth LLC. Your road to success starts right here.
I think Onalaska's just got West Salem totally flustered right now.
First 2 plays worked out well. Running game in Austin Larson. This time he has to slide down behind his center. And we'll see where they say his knees went down. I think he kind of lost his footing taking it ahead.
Got a flag down. False start.
Oh, back him up 5 yards regardless.
That's what we got to eliminate those, you know.
Well, we talked about it.
Yeah.
And that's just part of it. Yeah. Part of the problem this year. But, see how they rebound after taking that penalty. Special thanks to Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, at your disposal since 1984. Proud sponsor of the Onalaska Athletics and, of course, our coverage here on CRSN. So after the 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15 for Onalaska. They got the big package in there right now. Larson has protection, fires it. Oh, right off Peterson's hands and incomplete. Having a little trouble grabbing that football tonight. That one just went right off the hands. It was thrown in the area you can get. It was catchable ball.
It's catchable, definitely catchable.
He's looking to the sideline like I thought he might have an issue, but it doesn't look that way. Slap of the hand to Ray Heilman. He'll line up as the split left wide receiver with Ray to the right. Staying with that big package. Brendan Holt showing blitz. He does come in the backfield, but the handoff ahead goes to Wittenberg, and he'll just get a yard. Hasn't had much success with the first team. For as good as he's looked in JV, it hasn't been much here with the first team when he's had opportunities.
You know, he's so used to playing with the other guys, just trying to figure it out.
He's got such quick feet.
Yeah. He'll put it together. It's valuable that he's getting playing time right now to get used to it, you know.
3rd and 15 now for Onalaska. Wittenberg with a nice block, and here's the throw downfield to Ray Heilman. Just overthrew him by a yard.
And did you see him just run past the corner?
Oh, he just blew right by him.
Ran right past him.
But the ball just a little bit overthrown. Hilltoppers in go-for-it territory.
Well, we had an eligible receiver downfield, too.
Maybe
Another
not now.
penalty. Another penalty.
So who was ineligible downfield? And who's wearing?
Yeah, they're going to refuse it.
Who's wearing 65?
65.
Saw that out there.
For Onalaska?
Yeah.
60. We don't have a 65.
I don't see it on the roster.
Oh, you Twicky Rabbits.
All right, they're going for it appears on 4th and 15.
Yeah, they're punting.
No, they're not. It's Pika who's back. At first I thought they had to line up to go for it. Now it's Pika who kicks that ball up and a wobbler.
What the?
Not his typical distance. I know he was going for the sidelines to avoid the return, but that goes out at the 28-yard line.
12-yard punt. Yeah.
That's not a typical Pika punt. Maybe they should have gone for it.
Well, you might as well.
That's what I thought they were going to do.
Well, you might as well. But, yeah, that's why we're in the booth.
Well, we're not always going to agree with the decisions made.
No.
There's certainly lots of great ones made throughout the year. But I think the idea was to try to get a little bit more distance and out of bounds on that kick.
Pretty sure they wanted to pin them inside the 20. But
right.
Yeah,
Here's Joe Wopat to throw. To the outside, intercepted! And a chance for the end zone, pick 6.
Oh, my goodness.
David Luck to the end zone. Pick 6, David Luck. Lucky Charms, it's 20-0.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Unbelievable.
Luck explodes on that swing pass, saw it, jumped, grabbed it, strolls into the end zone. Write it down, Stan.
Exactly.
That might be up there for a BA play of the day.
And for this point going forward, you stay with number 42.
he's not going to change that jersey now.
Exactly.
David Luck with a pick 6 for the Hilltoppers.
How many yards is that?
Here's Kaylee Manglitz between the uprights and good. (21-0). The Hilltoppers with the lead.
I figured that one out.
He picked it off at the, let's see, I'll do the math for you, Stan. I'm going to go ahead and say that was from the 13-yard line is where he picked that ball off and ran it in for the touchdown.
Well, didn't they have it like at the 20?
Pass was a little bit behind the line of scrimmage.
But when you say, since they had it at the 28.
But look at where the quarterback was. The quarterback drops back to pass.
So is it where they basically catch it in high school?
It's from where you pick off the football.
Okay. So what would you say again?
I say 13, but
13?
I could be wrong. When I watch the highlights back, I might be 5 yards off.
So 13, so we'll add the 5. So let's just say if it's from 20.
Okay, we'll give him 20. 20-yard interception return for
20-yard,
a touchdown.
20-yard pick.
For David Luck. Give him that.
There we go. We got it.
Here's Pika to kick off.
Nice. That's big, though.
And picked up at the 25-yard line. And up to the 40. That was Dalton Shams on the return. Really, West Salem has had pretty good field position. That was some of the worst field position they had all game in that last series on the pick 6.
But like I said, we kind of expected them to, just like as the Sparta game, expected them to run. And West Salem did come out running. But now they've resorted to passing. Well, now they're behind. So, but I think they went to the pass way too soon.
A lot of misdirection this time, and a nice run to the outside. Look at the speed. Cruising downfield is Brendan Holt, and the biggest play of the day for the West Salem Panthers, and a late flag thrown.
Yeah. See, but that's what I'm talking about. They should have been wearing Holt down.
Holt almost slipped and went down, but he managed to keep his balance with his best run of the day. And boy, it's just at the time West Salem needed it with a 21-0 deficit. 9:11 left here in the third quarter.
Was able to explode on that one.
Well, he has to have been frustrated as the Hilltoppers have done a pretty good job on slowing him down.
It was again a Onalaska, whatever it was.
I think it's going to be a first and
Personal
goal.
foul.
So first and goal now for West Salem.
Here they come.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Well, they pull the chains away.
Yeah, it's
so
first and goal.
It's a 7-yard line.
There we go. Oh,
handoff up the
nice
middle.
tackle.
Hilltoppers do a good job.
Yeah.
Uderman trying to drag him down from behind.
Onalaska's played solidly up front. They are just hanging in there tough. Weber in on that tackle as well.
8:55 and counting. When isn't Weber in on the tackle? Another strong night for Jack Weber.
Exactly.
Jack Weber looking at playing college football, going up to the next level in his future. Oh, nice spin off of that tackle into the end zone. He goes.
There you go.
Brendan Holt with his 17th touchdown of the season. Took it in from 4 yards out for the touchdown, and West Salem gets on the board. It's now 21-6.
Well, you weren't going to hold Holt down all game long, that's for sure.
Well, that was a big answer by the West Salem Panthers. They needed that touchdown score badly, and now they're still in this football game.
Yeah.
And here's Zach Hutchinson to attempt the 1-point conversion. Everything looked good mechanically.
Missed
And
it.
no good to the left.
Yeah.
Wide left.
Yeah.
And
they're
that,
not versed in the kicking game.
that turns out ugly for the West Salem Panthers. He was 8 for 10 coming in.
Yeah. They're not versed in the kicking game.
Now 8 for 11.
Yeah.
Hilltoppers 21, West Salem 6, 8:29 to play here in the third quarter on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
BA Burrito is more than just delicious food made to order. Did you know you could have your next event catered by BA? You bet. Business lunches, team events, any type of gathering, BA Burrito will deliver your spread right to your event. You don't have to do a thing. Great for school functions, parties, even fundraisers. Visit BA online at baburritoco.com for more info. BA Burrito would like to thank all their loyal customers. BA Burrito Village Shopping Center and on Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
So the West Salem running back stud Brendan Holt gets the touchdown, set up by a big long run and a penalty on the Hilltoppers. Takes it in from 4 yards out as he finishes off his own drive and gets the Panthers on the board. But the extra point wide left, and it's 21-6 with 8:29 left here in the third quarter.
See if I can get some score updates.
Michael Saverin taking it to the near side, looking to find a hole, and he'll get gang tackled. And they look like the ball may have come out, but it would have been forced out by the ground in that case as Saverin took the ball. And he gets up limping just a little bit. There's Michael Saverin, a sophomore, handling kick returning duties, playing in the secondary from time to time. When he was playing JV, boy, I tell you, he racked up the yards rushing. He is quick out of the backfield. Not real big size-wise, though, and I think that's why you don't see him back there.
It's always all about your heart, man. Let's see, Central final. Central 47, Toma 12.
Larson throwing, completing the pass.
There you go. Landon.
And that's good for Landon Peterson as he's had a couple go off his hands today.
Oh, here's a surprise.
What do you got for us, Stan?
Halftime, Sparta 14, Holman 6.
Oh, are you reading it right?
I'm reading it right.
Sparta
Ooh.
up on Holman?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
That Sparta team is just unpredictable. You just don't know what you're going to get.
You don't know what's going to happen. You just know they're going to lose it late.
Yeah, they've done that. They've done that a few times. Stack's right. Here's a pump fake and trouble for Austin Larson, brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, they were all over that one. Bangor 12-0.
Playing Brookwood, I think, for the Scenic Bluffs Conference tonight.
That one's in the fourth, Brookwood.
Yep. Bangor should be able to take care of business there, I'm guessing. 7-10 counting here, third quarter. Hilltoppers 3rd and 9 after the sack. Brendan Holt probably share on that sack. More pressure. Here's Larson to throw to the sideline, a little high. Tips off the defender's hands. Joe Wopat in coverage, and it'll be punt situation here for Onalaska again as the offense not clicking right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't let the foot off the gas here.
Hey, just found out my nephew scored a touchdown for Spring Grove, Minnesota.
Good for him.
There you go. Don't know the score. But
Do they have radio coverage?
I think they do. What is it?
Well, I know they have stations. They used to have stations in Spring Grove. I don't know.
Caledonia, Spring Grove. I can't think.
Nice
of
snap back to Pika, and he gives this one a nice ride. Takes a Hilltopper bounce, picked up at the 29-yard line. Stripping tackles, heading to the right sideline, and taken out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That's Trenton Foreman's best return of the day, and much better than his average per return.
Caledonia 7, Dover Iota 0, second quarter.
Of course, a juggernaut football program there in Caledonia every year. And the torch handed down from one king to another at quarterback.
Yeah.
Let's see what West Salem comes out with. The running game's had success for the first time in the last series with a big explosive run by Brendan Holt. And you'll see him in the backfield again. Wopat sends a man in motion. That was Ethan Olson, the fullback. And that'll be a handoff up the middle. Got a flag. Brendan Holt, the ball carrier there, stopped by the defensive line up front.
Go the other way.
They're finally wheeling the piano off. I thought Ray Heilman was going to jump in the piano at halftime.
Yeah, we're shooting ourselves in the foot again. 15-yard face mask. God. Well, 5-yard face
Just 5,
mask.
yeah.
Well, still.
And it remains first down. They tack it on from the carry, apparently, and it'll be first and
4.
A short 4, long 3, we'll say.
Exactly. Spring Grove 27-3 over Houston.
So Foreman covered by Hank Olson is the split left receiver. Pika on the other side.
There you go. Nice tackle.
It's going to be a first down here as Brendan Holt gets the ball there again. Heavy dose of Brendan Holt. And when you've had success like the Panthers have had this season, you pretty much know you got to go to the well with that.
Well, I don't know why they got away from it during the second quarter a little bit.
Yeah, they were trying to throw the football, and of course they had a pick 6.
Yeah, I think that kind of changed their attitude right there.
David Luck, biggest play of the game for Onalaska.
Luck's pick 6 was for 25 yards.
Is that what somebody has posted somewhere?
No, XOW's got it posted.
Doesn't mean it's right. Here's Wopat running to the outside. There's a flag thrown. That's going to be a penalty against West Salem, I believe. He gets what would be a first down, but the pickup of 15 should be nullified here.
I'll go with what WXOW is stating for the...
You do that, Stan. Obviously, we'll be watching that back.
Yep.
So they'll sort out the penalty there. Looked like it was going against West Salem, and they seem to be backing up.
You know, that was another thing about when I was working in radio. There wasn't too much social media.
Yeah, everyone's got an opinion on social media. Again, doesn't mean that it's right.
Exactly. Well, did you hear that? Yeah, it was on the internet. So I guess it must be right.
Right.
we only had the AP wire. That was our internet back then at the radio station.
Yeah, based on where Luck intercepted the ball, there's no way it's 25 yards.
Hey, I'm just going by what WXOW is saying.
Yeah, that's what you said, Stan. As annoying as it is.
Either way it goes, it was a pick six.
All right. That we can agree on.
Exactly.
We'll go on the same page there.
Yardage? We don't care about no stinking yardage.
5:30 and counting here, third quarter. West Salem backed up here on the first down, and a nice run as Holt squeaked through the pile.
Yeah, they're just going to bull up the middle.
2nd and 14.
Yeah, I wish
I'm interested in finding out more about what's going on with that Sparta-Holman game. I can't believe that Sparta had a lead on the Vikings.
Yeah.
That game, let me see. I have it written down somewhere. Where was that game being played? That one's at Sparta, so
goodness,
a home field advantage out there. 2nd and 14. And again, it's another carry by Brendan Holt. He'll get ahead for another 5 yards.
Hold one more time.
And Jack Weber, they're involved on the stop.
There you go. Big defensive stop right here. Third quarter score, GET 32, Viroqua 12.
Yeah, I wondered about that one. Viroqua 5-2 on the season, the best football season I can ever remember since I've been living here. Moved here in 2000. It's got to be the best football season Viroqua's had, but I didn't think it's going to turn out well against GET.
Come on, I want more to Sparta.
Sparta is winning 14-6 now. Thanks to somebody who texted me that. I like these Apple computers when it's attached to your phone. You can see the text come up. Here's a throw downfield. What a grab. Did he hang on?
Yeah, what a catch. Wow. Foreman, jeez.
What a grab by Foreman.
Wow.
Big-time reception for the Panthers, and they are trying to climb back into this game.
Yeah, this is...
Well, that one was a grab, and we talked about Foreman in the pregame. He is a target.
Yeah. They're beginning to mix everything up right now.
Wopat to throw. Towards the end zone, up for grabs, intercepted. Hank Olsen in the end zone.
Hank with a beautiful
This
comeback.
time the jump ball goes to Hank Olsen.
He got better position.
And Hank with the pick.
He got better position on that one. Just got better position. Beautiful job.
Third interception for Hank Olsen this season. Second pick for the Hilltoppers. They come up large.
That's a big play. That's a big defensive play. Big.
Boy, was that big. They went to the well twice with that deep pass to Foreman, and this time not able to.
Well, Hank just got better position. He finally got good position on that one. Stayed underneath him and was able to just steal it away from him.
21-6, Hilltopper lead. 3:27 left here, third quarter. Hilltoppers with the football after the interception. And knocking over tacklers was Connor Haggerty. It's just fun to watch the big guy run.
I know.
He doesn't take, he doesn't really explode for a lot of yardage, but what he does is he takes out a guy every time and plugs ahead for a couple.
He's coming to hit. If you're going to tackle me, you're going to pay for it.
They didn't give him much. He got about half a yard on that last one, but Panthers, like they're trying to blitz. Larson throws low and juggled incomplete.
Just been inconsistent with those throws today.
Yeah, there's really nowhere for Ray to go either when that ball was swung out there. Yeah. I mean, Panthers saw the play. Pass was low. I mean, if you give Ray just a little bit of time to make a cut, but there he has no time.
I'm like, get back to throwing the ball. You were throwing with success early.
3rd and 10. And they'll stack receivers left. Keeper for Larson. He's not taking any chances. He's just taking that up the middle.
Yeah.
And they're going to kick the football again. This is about field position right now. Onalaska did not want to take any chances to turn this football back over.
And you don't want to. You let the clock, in the same sense, you still got to,
Safe play. I mean, again, can be frustrating as a fan when you watch something where you don't really have a play to do much of anything other than just keep the ball safe. But I don't totally disagree with the call because that clock's going to run. You still got enough space for your punter, and Pika get a hold of some good ones. He tried an out-of-bounds kick earlier and lost the placement on it. This one's nice. Boot to the 41. To the outside they go. And the tackle is made by Landon Peterson. So Foreman has had a good day with his punt returning, much better than his average shows. So good field position for West Salem. If the argument was field position, not sure.
It is. It's a lot of game left, so.
And with the Panthers being a rushing team, the clock can kind of be their enemy here because it's taking time off the clock every time they hand it off to Brendan Holt if he's not exploding.
And I think they've gotten to the point where I don't think they trust their passing game too much anymore.
Well, I think they've gotten a couple big catches from Foreman, but our coverage has been with Foreman. I mean, he's made those catches with some nice leaps.
Exactly.
And Holt gets the handoff. A lot of misdirection, and Holt able to get ahead for decent yardage, give him 5. Second down, 5 yards to go.
5-yard gain, second down and 5.
Yeah, this is about wearing each other down right now. That's the most I've seen that flag move all season.
Ball at the 37. Well, not all season. It's whipped up pretty good some days. When we had that storm come rolling in.
Well, I wasn't here. I can imagine it was probably blowing hard then.
I was here. That must mean that the rain might be making its way our direction. I haven't checked radar, but that's going to be a penalty on the Hilltoppers this time.
Guys, you got to stop with these penalties. Stay in control. Stay disciplined.
That should be a first down, should it not?
Close.
5-yard penalty on the Hilltoppers. Second down and short.
Boy, short. You're not kidding. Like an inch?
You're kidding.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Here's Holt again, up the middle. And took a while to finally bring him down. Jacob Volk with the tackle. First down, West Salem.
There he goes.
Still plenty of time in this football game.
Oh, yeah.
Seems to be new life here in the West Salem stands.
Well, we predicted low scoring, and I think that's what we're going to have right here.
Clock rolling. Started up after they get to the line of scrimmage. Joe Wopat, more misdirection. Holt up the middle. He'll have another big carry. Shoestring tackle made by Jack Weber. And another first down.
Weber got him right on those ankles, too. So, really, when you're on the defense, that's where you want to get that guy.
Brendan Holt with 17 touchdowns on the season. Clearly up over 100 yards now.
Yeah. And that dirty, look how dirty that jersey is.
It is. He has been a workhorse tonight. And there he is again, but he's tackled in the backfield.
Yep.
And Bloom.
Yeah.
Nick Bloom gets in there.
There you go.
And that's going to take care of our third quarter of play. Last one of this third quarter. The Onalaska Hilltoppers hold a 21-6 lead as we head to the fourth quarter of play at Onalaska High School here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Just like all the king's men that couldn't help Humpty Dumpty, if we break an egg, we can't put it back together again. You've worked hard to build your retirement nest egg. Don't let something break it when you need it most. Call Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth LLC to help make sure nothing breaks your retirement nest egg. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth, LLC, is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Isn't life crazy? One day, your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments. The good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Path in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
We got a good one for you tonight here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. High school football game of the week. West Salem taking on Onalaska as we head to the fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 10 after the stop by Nick Bloom at the line of scrimmage.
Need to pipe in some speakers and play House of Pain, jump around. There you go.
Yeah, I don't think they usually play music. I think they're afraid of the selections that will be made. Yeah. So usually it is to have a radio station on. Look out, there's some trouble all the way to the end zone, untouched. The Hilltopper defense did not read that one well. Second touchdown of the game for Brendan Holt.
Wow.
And it's now 21-12, 11:54 left here in the fourth quarter. That's the way you start out a fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's how you do it. I do believe they're probably going to go for two.
If I'm Coach Yane, I'm going for two. And that's what they look to be lined up for.
Mm-hmm.
Holt, left side. And no signal from the officials. Yes, they do. 2-point conversion is successful. 21-14 the score now.
He is running with some authority right now.
He's starting to pick up the pace, Stan. There's no doubt about that.
He's running with some authority.
I want to thank another one of our great sponsors, Howie's, Lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue, as well as Every Plumbing and Heating. Give them a call when you need it done right. Every Plumbing and Heating. Proud sponsor of Onalaska Athletics and our coverage here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Like I said last week, don't be playing the count down the clock. You keep playing.
The Hilltoppers saw one slip away against Central last week on the road. Watch West Salem in an onside kick attempt. You always have to be wary of that. Kickoffs are done by John Glassmaker. Kickoffs, offensive line, linebacker, he does just about everything for West Salem.
Right now, this is where Onalaska needs to answer with a touchdown drive. Even if they can get 3 out of this.
They've been getting decent distance on the kickoffs. Michael Savrin has seen most of the action. And Jacob Uderman joining the crew back semi-deep. This time it goes far side. And that's Hank Olson. Hank weaving up the right sideline. Great field position for the Hilltoppers. Very patient return by Hank.
You need to get good field position right here. And now we need to answer. Onalaska's offense needs to answer here. Don't get complacent like you did last week. Be physical. Be aggressive.
So let's see what they go with here. It's like Haggerty and Heilman in the backfield. Now Heilman lines up as a slot receiver. Larson looks to throw. Has Peterson, and he dives, and it goes off his fingertips. Pass was a little off target, but still in the catchable range.
Yeah. They're cutting too hard out of those out of those routes. Slow yourself down as you get to them.
Have more patience.
Yeah. You've played on this field all day. You know what it's about.
2nd and 10 again. Ray goes to the slot. Another passing situation, but it'll be Larson with his feet up the middle. Gets ahead for 5.
There you go. At least get positive yards right here. Now that's manageable.
Give him 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Manageable because you don't need to get it all right here because you know you're going for it on 4th.
West Salem feeling new life. Hilltoppers need a big play.
Here they come.
Here's the throw. Oh, no. Landon Peterson again. It comes off his hands.
Wow.
And for the first time this season, Landon Peterson, the sophomore, is having trouble holding on to the football. His hands have been great all season long. But
You've
he's
seen
just,
the frustration right
just
there.
not hanging on to the football.
You've seen the frustration right there.
That's a few drops for him today.
Yeah.
This one was on target.
Yeah, right there.
Pika back in punt formation. Trenton Foreman back deep here. Last season, I think he had a couple of returns for touchdowns. Nice kick by Nick Pika. Foreman will catch that one and get down on top of it. Good job to be able to hang on to it.
Ray was all over him.
And this time the field position not that spectacular.
Right. Here we go, defense.
See what they can do. Our thanks to BA Burrito Company. Boldly mixed mad flavors delivered right to your door. If you're living in Onalaska and you want it delivered, you can order delivery from the Copeland location. You can try that breakfast burrito or whatever your favorite. The Chipotle chicken. Always like that. Of course, the Chill going to be home for their first game next Saturday, October 13th. We'll have all the action on Coulee Region Sports Network. 1st and 10 here. And another explosive run. Still on his feet, a pickup of 22 for Brendan Holt. The Hilltoppers need to find a solution because right now he's running over tacklers.
Well, what they did was West Salem just spread themselves out. They're taking an extra man outside just to open up the box for more room.
Another explosive run up to the 46-yard line.
Yep, they're taking more men out of the box. That's all they're basically doing. Give it to him again.
And one more time. And they're letting him
Fumble.
get loose.
Fumble.
Ball's loose. Ball's loose.
And we got
Hilltoppers say they got it.
Onalaska got it.
Brendan
Big
Holt
play.
stripped of the football, and the Hilltoppers. It's a turnover.
Luck.
Another huge play by David Luck.
Now he's got fumble recovery.
And just when the momentum was building for West Salem, a major turnover, and the Hilltoppers take control. 10-29 left here in the 4th quarter. An epic battle as West Salem was down, now just within 7, was on the move, and now the Hilltopper offense comes on.
But you're still at a point where if you're Onalaska, you got to score here, you know?
Haggerty all over the place, moving around, finally to the right, now coming back into the left. Here's a run up the middle.
There you go.
And
Nice run.
good speed and good blocking.
There you go. Nice run, Ray.
Ray Heilman that time gets the handoff from Austin Larson.
Haven't called his name at all in the second half here.
No, I haven't really utilized him much. A lot of the plays have gone to Landon Peterson in terms of the passing game because I think they're covering Ray pretty tight.
Yeah.
Luck again, traded to the right side. Here's Ray trying to get near the first down marker after his pickup of 6. He's going to be close, but I think just short. 3rd down and 2.
1 yard. Well, we know who's getting this.
It isn't 1. That's 2.
Yeah, you know who still should be getting this.
Connor Haggerty?
Exactly. Bully. Right up the
Ray speeds out to stack left. And the keeper for Larson. First down, Hilltoppers.
Even better.
Into West Salem territory.
Good call. Very good call. You know, we've run with Haggerty many times, and guess what? West Salem was thinking that. Great read by Larson.
Yep.
To get that first down.
I agree. Big play. Larson with a keeper and a first down for the Hilltoppers. That clock will continue to roll. 9:20 and counting, fourth quarter. Hilltoppers with the lead in the football.
Let's not look at the clock. Let's go to score.
Pitch to Heilman. Runs into his blockers.
Nice.
Now comes back near side. Ray. He'll get taken down in the backfield. He had nowhere to go. He ran into the blockers to start with. And then eventually tackled in the backfield by Hess. He's been busy today.
Yeah, that's when you slow yourself down. But when you're fast, it's just so hard to slow yourself down sometimes.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Ray lines up as a receiver this time. Larson, quick step, throw, completes it to Heilman, makes a cut, taken down.
That's all right.
Foreman with the tackle.
Get it in Ray's hands right now. Right now, I say, hey, lean on him. This is where your big playmakers right here, fourth quarter, get the ball in their hands.
This is really a 3rd down and 1 this time, and let's see what they do with it.
Give it to Haggerty.
And it's going to be Ray Heilman.
Yeah.
Heilman hit as he took it for the first down.
There you go. That was nice. On that one, he kind of went in there not real fast, just found his way, let his blockers block for him.
You're watching guys out there on defense in front of the TV watching plays, trying to figure out what to do with Brendan Holt.
Tackle him.
Yeah. Larson with plenty of time. Chucks it to the end zone. Some contact in the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Ray.
Hilltoppers.
Put
Ray
it in your
Heilman. No, what now? Holding penalty. It's coming back.
Oh, goodness.
There was silence on the West Salem side. Then they saw that flag interrupted.
There. Oh, well.
Kind of wondered why there was so much time for Larson. I didn't see it, but
yeah, it is what it is.
Great throw to Ray in the end zone by
Beautiful.
Larson.
I mean, they're doing what they need to do. They need to get it in his hands.
But that's coming back.
Yeah.
7:39 on the clock. 21-14 Onalaska with the lead, but a big holding penalty nullifies a touchdown pass from Larson to Heilman in the end zone.
You know, the main thing is it still leaves it at first down. So, you know what? Manage some yards right here.
Wow. They really marked that one off.
Yeah,
Was it more than holding?
Yeah, it must. Looks like
it's got to be more than the holding.
Looks like first.
It's 15-yard penalty. It's actually 20.
Yeah, it looks like a 20-yard penalty.
Holy moly. Yeah, it was 15, but I'll tell you what.
That looks
first
like
in eternity here for the Hilltoppers. Larson, pump fake, running out of space, and he falls down.
Got to get rid of it.
Pressure was applied. He lost his footing and went down.
Can't take losses. Can't take losses.
Brandon Lund was in and put the pressure on.
Well, at least the clock still runs. But
it's going to be about 2nd and 32.
You were trying to count that.
I was trying to count back. Counting in elements of 5.
I gave up a while ago.
There's Ray, and he slips, almost goes down, then gets drilled.
All right, we get conservative on offense.
That's some trouble. That play broke down big time, and West Salem saw it.
And this is what led to last week's game. In control, and then we back ourselves up.
Loss of a couple more. 3rd down, 34. And Peterson, the lone receiver to the right, swings it out to Ray Heilman. Ray looked that he was going to throw. He'll take it up the sideline, but way short of the first down, and that'll force a punt situation for Onalaska with 6:16 to play.
That got us out of deep penetration, deep field area, though. So gives us a little more room.
Well, looking for a good kick from Nick Pika here.
Yeah.
And going out of bounds. Or stop that clock. This one's going to go down to the very end again, Stan. I have a feeling.
You ain't lying about that.
Here is the boot by Pika. Takes a slow Hilltopper roll and good kick coverage there. Landon Peterson gets to that football first, and West Salem will be deep in their own territory.
Yeah, like I said, it's getting those little bit of yardage. Yeah, helped us pin them back there deep. So now, can we stop Holt?
We'll see. Stripped him of the football after he was really picking up the pace.
Well, and what they're doing, I mean, West Salem's basically spreading us out now, taking that pressure out of the middle to leave him more running room.
So our thanks to David Ray's Modern Diner and Tavern, Onalaska's newest hot spot, a proud sponsor of Onalaska Athletics. Center coverage here on CRSN. Maybe go watch Bucky there tomorrow night.
Look like you guys had a lot more guys in the huddle since you just had 2 run off. Fumble.
Another loose football, but falling on top of it was Wopat. Boy, Jacob Volk was in the area. Boy, if he didn't get on top of that football, Jacob Volk has it.
He has been all around the ball all night.
Of course, he has an interception, but David Luck with the pick 6.
That's the big play right now.
It gets my vote.
Well, we still got some more game.
There's still game. But right now, it's leading the way.
For me, it's leading the way, too. I'm with you.
West Salem pinned deep. 2nd and 15 from
False
the 4
start.
and whistle.
Timeout. West Salem.
They'll take a timeout. We'll do the same here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Every Plumbing and Heating is a full-service company that has been family-owned and operated since 1969. That's 3 generations of Everys in the plumbing business. Every Plumbing and Heating consistently provides reliable and quality workmanship and the best service at a fair price. Every gets it right the first time. Every Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers Athletics. Give them a call when you need it done right. 608-783-2803 or visit them online at everyplumbing.com.
Thought we were having an earthquake here, Stan. Did you feel the box start shaking? I think a bunch of coaches went running somewhere.
I think kid just went down the stairs.
Oh, is that what it was? Boy, the whole place felt like it was shaking there for a second. I was getting nervous.
Exactly.
5:21 left on the clock here. Timeout taken. West Salem deep in their own territory. 2nd and 15. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Coming down to one of those games again.
It is.
Oh, my goodness.
And Hilltoppers looked to have control for a little while, but then Brendan Holt's game certainly picked up. But Onalaska with only 2 offensive touchdowns today. The other a pick 6 by David Luck from 20 yards out. Here's the run by Holt. He's tackled by 2-3 Hilltoppers.
Yeah, they fell in love with that play.
David Luck.
Sprint out right, underneath handoff, back up the middle.
Only got 3 on the last play, Stan, so it's going to be
there we go.
3rd and 7.
Big stop right here. I'll say this, if I see West Salem drop back to pass, there's a good chance.
Sparta is leading Holman 21-6 with 2:44 left in the 4th quarter.
Are you kidding me?
Sparta at home.
Are you kidding me?
Sparta at home is just, it's a whole different football team.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
And flags thrown, and that's going to go against West Salem here. Was it delay a game?
Probably. Got a final. Bangor 12, Brookwood 0. Caledonia 14, Dover Yoda 0, third quarter.
Scotty Graham must be working tonight. I haven't been getting texts from him about Bangor scores.
Really? Logan 35, Aquinas 0 in the fourth quarter.
That doesn't surprise me. I think Logan is a better team than their record shows.
And the one team I'll say has a better, Sparta.
How can you argue that? They had a battle with the Hilltoppers, and here we go again. Here's the throw by Wopat downfield. Did it out of the hands. Almost intercepted by Hank Olson.
What did I tell you? We got a good chance.
Oh, boy. Hank Olson almost had that one.
Oh, my goodness. I think his own man ran into him and knocked it out. But either way it goes, it's fourth down.
At this stage of the game, I'm counting on Jeff Ross's camera work.
Oh. Wow. All right, this is watch the fake right here. I don't think you should.
4:02 left, down by one score. I don't think you can fake it here.
Yeah.
You got to kick that football.
Just when you think you can't,
all right,
when they do it.
I'll give you that, Stan. See if he has time.
There you go.
And that's going to be
let it just die
a decent kick.
Let it die there.
Hilltoppers football. It'll be in West Salem territory. 3:58 left.
Wow.
So the Hilltoppers have this game in their hands. Sparta just scored again.
Get out.
It's now 28-6. Sparta up on Holman.
Unbelievable. That is just crazy. We got a final, too. Logan 35, Aquinas 8.
So Aquinas did get on the board.
Why am I not getting any Holman updates on here?
I'm getting text. I'm
text?
going by.
I'll take what they're
texter.
saying. I'll take that.
Here's Ray. Near sideline, and he'll get pushed out of bounds.
Yeah.
Don't really want to be out of bounds.
No.
Decent pickup on the play by Ray.
Oh, I just got word from my wife. It's raining in Spring Grove, so it's on its way.
It is on its way. The majority of it, though, I think the big stuff is going to be a little farther south.
Either way it goes, electrical equipment, no rain.
Yeah. 9-yard carry for Ray on the last play. Almost had his legs taken out. Great effort. Nice hit hard. And the ball came loose. And did the Hilltoppers get back on top of it?
Yes, they did.
They did.
Wow.
Ooh, danger right there. Ray took a shot. Football came out, and the Hilltoppers able to get down on top of it.
Yeah. Goodness. And the clock's spinning, though.
Loss of 2 on the play.
All right, got to look to get this first down right here.
Third and a long 2 for Onalaska.
This is a big first down right here.
Clock is ticking right now. Hilltoppers with 3 timeouts. West Salem with 2 timeouts. Larson will throw. Heilman open. And he'll dive ahead, but I don't know that he got the first down. Let's see what the officials do with the spot of the football.
Where he stood, I think he got it. Give it to him. Give it to him. Come on, give it to him.
They're talking it over. They might have to come out and measure.
Give it to him. Oh, come on.
Yeah, they're going to bring him out here, right? You got to bring him out. So you say he got it.
I think he got it.
I'm going to see. Boy, you know, it's so hard to tell from this angle.
Nice picture, Jeff.
Jeff's got that zoom in on that football. Referees standing around things there now.
All right, let's go over to camera 4. What does camera 4 have?
Oh, we could have as many as 4 if we had the more space and I was able to run wiring for it. They're short.
It's short. Well, you know we're going. You go for this.
Oh, boy. So Ray coming back to the sidelines.
Well, you know, this is where you do power-up football.
Right now, you got Ben Wittenberg out there. And, of course, a huge situation for West Salem here. If they do not stop the Hilltoppers, it doesn't mean the game's over, but it's going to be a tough trip here with 2 48 and counting.
I mean, you power up right here.
That offensive line is needed now. Austin Larson for the keeper is my guess.
Walk right up here and just
trying to draw West Salem offsides. They're stacking the line of scrimmage and a shift. Wow. Oh, boy.
Goodness gracious, guys.
Costly penalty there.
That changed the whole complexity of the play now. Wow.
Not a situation Uderman's normally in for.
Well, you can take a timeout here. Well, no, let the clock run.
2:30 and ticking. So we'll see. The Hilltoppers most likely will let it go down as far as they can, then call a timeout.
That's what I would do. I'm still looking to run a play here. But you got to be wise here. Take some time off the clock.
This is my Madden football clock management skills class. And there's the timeout.
There you go.
2:07 to play here. We're going to keep it right here. Did want to thank the Onalaska Hilltopper Athletic Booster Club. Freddy Fest was a blast.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you that made it out to Freddy Fest. A great cause for the boosters, of course, for these student athletes. They are a proud sponsor of Onalaska Athletics, of course, in our coverage here on CRSN. Onalaska Park and Rec, thanks to them as well. Make sure to sign up for the winter programs. They'll be here before you know it. cityofonalaska.com.
Yeah, this will take you back to the movie references. The movie The Replacements. What do you want? I want the ball. You know?
He's given the score to the public address.
Right.
So now people heard that Sparta is shocked Holman tonight. I mean, that's Buster Douglas over Mike Tyson.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
That's a huge upset.
That's big. Right here, though, I mean.
Well, that means I think Sparta might find their way into the playoffs.
Without a doubt. I mean, you're on Alaska right here. Do you even think about even running this and just punting it deep?
Motion.
You go for it.
And the throw. Larson, incomplete. No flags. Turnover on downs. 2:02 left on the clock. West Salem with a chance.
Wow. I thought that was pass interference or something.
Well, that one was to nobody. It was thrown to the sideline, so I don't know if somebody didn't finish a route or didn't understand the route.
And that's why I said don't you think about punting back there just to pin them in a little more deeper. But
well, secondary has certainly come up big. West Salem fans trying to get their team pumped up. And to throw, Joe Wopat. Good protection. Then Haggerty got through. That pass is short. Hopped off the grass and incomplete. Looking for Foreman downfield.
I mean, seriously, I have to sit back and say, I mean, if West Salem has to depend on them passing, I like Onalaska's odds.
It's a little different than Johnny Davis.
Yeah.
But
really,
I take nothing for granted here. Joe Wopat could have his moment.
I'd rather see them passing than giving it back up to Holt.
Got to have the pressure. Haggerty got in just a little too late last time. This time he gets around, throw over the middle, completes the pass. Hilltoppers need to bring him down, and a drag tackle made by Mitch Teese. Who was that? A tackle eligible that caught that football?
20.
That was Ryan Schlimgen. He must have reported in because he's a lineman normally.
Oh, my goodness. Throwing out all the tricks here.
Wow, I can't believe Schlimgen was that eligible receiver, but he must have checked in.
Oh, false start.
That'll be Brendan Holt, the ball carrier, got ahead for a couple of yards. Clock will continue to run, 1:30 and counting.
Gracious. Yeah, here we go with this again.
Down to the wire. West Salem trying to even the score, or if they get in, maybe even go for two. Wopat to throw. Time in the pocket. Throws to the near sideline. Incomplete, but they're going to throw the flag. Could never have caught that ball. They're going to get Pika for interference, it looks like. Caleb Young, the intended receiver.
He had just as much right to the ball as the receiver.
Wow, I didn't see interference there.
Wow.
Couldn't have caught that ball anyway.
Wow.
Looks like Young is down, though.
Wow. You said Pika had more. It was closer to him than wow. Whatever.
Not good. Caleb Young on his back right now. He was the intended receiver. Pass was thrown off target, but they say that Pika made contact with Young and called the interference. 1:10 left on the clock. There is still life for the Panthers, and time to get a breather here with an injured player down in the field. You heard the upset. Sparta over Holman tonight. Will be at Holman Empire Stadium next week for the regular season finale. Us and 3 other broadcast crews. It's going to be interesting, Stan. You may be standing in the back.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Or I might put a headset on and you can stand in the stands because I don't know how much space we're going to have.
I'm going to bring a tall guy with me. Sit on his shoulders.
I'm sure Jeff's going to be in the stands with the camera. So, good news for West Salem. Caleb Young is up. .110 left on the clock, and now the Panthers in Onalaska territory. Ball at the 34-yard line. Panther fans trying to rally their troops. Hand off to Brendan Holt. Holt tackled after a couple of yard pickup. Damian Tracy in on the stop. They have to move quickly. Clock under a minute now, 55 seconds. It continues to roll. Fans glancing right, looking back down. Glancing right at the clock as it continues to run. 2 timeouts left for West Salem.
We ran into this earlier this year, too. Yeah.
And let's see. Timeout on Onalaska. 39 seconds left.
Nice call by Yaz. Nice.
I agree. I think you take that timeout.
Yeah. I like taking that timeout. Assure yourself defensively.
I think he wants to make sure his defense is nice and ready to go.
Listen, you can't allow anybody to get behind you.
This is a motivational speech time on the sideline. I assure you of that.
Who remembers last week?
Yes.
Let's not let it happen this week. You know? Because West Salem scores right here, I already know they're going for 2.
They have 2 timeouts. It's 2nd down and 8 yards to go.
Ooh.
I think they give Holt the ball again or try to throw him the football. Try to get him with a short pass.
You know, I would give it to Holt definitely. With 2 timeouts left, I let him at least touch the ball once.
Coach Yang, I'm guessing he thinks that possibly the best way to get Holt free and away from the defensive line who can tackle him is to get the secondary to have to tackle him.
Exactly, you know.
All right, here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. 39 seconds remain. West Salem, 2nd and 8. Yep, Holt goes in motion. He is a receiver now. And Wopat will throw it downfield. Looking for him. Overthrown.
Yeah.
And it's as if I called the play.
Just a little too much on that one. He was open.
Yeah.
He was open.
And it looks like limping just a little bit on the way back. Looks like he's all right.
35.1, 3rd down. Here we go. You know this is 2 downs. You know it's 2 downs.
Yep, 3rd and 8. Again, Central was against the ropes too.
Yeah.
Johnny Davis methodically marched the Red Raiders down the field and finished it to his brother for the end zone for a touchdown. Wopat to throw. Drops it off to a running back who is going to get ahead for a West Salem 1st down.
Now, if you're on Alaska, you don't waste your timeout. You let them waste theirs.
Clock is at 28 seconds. The first down stops until they come back to line of scrimmage. West Salem going to take a timeout. We'll do the same here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Wow.
Experience an amazing Friday night fish fry at Onalaska's newest hotspot, David Ray's Modern Diner and Tavern. That's right, every Friday night, David Ray's offers a delicious 2-piece hand-battered or broiled North Atlantic cod dinner that includes your choice of Brew City fries or mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, and dinner roll with honey butter for only $8.99. Dine inside or out on the patio overlooking beautiful Lake Onalaska. For your fish fry cravings, make it David Ray's, Onalaska's newest hotspot, downtown Onalaska at Dash Park.
Rick Frankie, Stan Evans back with you from Onalaska High School. 28 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. A first down for the West Salem Panthers. And the ball at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, this is a game Onalaska cannot afford to lose. That takes them out of the conference title discussion all along, no matter what they do next week.
Can't let it slip away here. See what the defense can do. See if they can come up big. Showing blitz. Whoa, pressure from Haggerty. Nice. Incomplete pass. Haggerty in his face. He could not see anything past the leaping Connor Haggerty.
Now, why didn't Connor catch that?
And take it for a pick six like he did back at the beginning of the season?
I wouldn't even, if I catch something right there, I wouldn't even try and take it back. I just go right back, right down, right away.
You'd have the football, and
I wouldn't even try and score.
There would be no reason to even try to run and risk anything.
Oh. All right.
2nd and 10. Here
big
we go.
Defensive play. Another big defensive play. Here we go.
Wopat to throw. Downfield. Has his receiver, and it's complete and out of bounds. Trenton Foreman.
Wow.
First down, West Salem with 19 seconds left.
Of course, in the same sense, you can't let them go past you, but you can't let them just be open.
That's inside the 10, the 9-yard line, 1st and goal.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Here we go again.
Unbelievable.
Huge play here. West Salem with a chance, knocking at the door. Pass by Wopat, looking to the end zone. Plenty of time. Throws, incomplete.
Ooh.
Looking for the fullback, Ethan Olson.
13.7. Well, man, this just brings on gray hair, I'm telling you.
I already have some. I'm getting a lot more here.
I'm telling you, mine's going to fill out.
13 seconds left up on the clock. There's official Pat Corger there on the zoom in by our cameraman, Jeff Ross. 2nd and goal from the 9.
Big. Everything's just big right now.
Brendan Holt in the backfield. Watch him. He'll be involved in this play. He's there as a blocker right now. The throw to the end zone, incomplete. Wow. Overthrown in the corner.
Couldn't see.
I'm watching the camera.
Yeah, good job. I didn't think about that. I'm like sitting there just following the ball going.
For soccer on Tuesday, I had the switcher and I had the big TV. That was I had to watch the whole thing on the TV.
Oh my goodness!
We were under a tarp. It then started pouring rain. It was the elements were a little rough on us on Tuesday.
All you needed was just have a controller.
Yeah, right. Bring the Xbox or the PS4 with you. 8.4 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and goal from the 9.
Here we go.
West Salem trying to keep their hopes alive. Hilltoppers as well, trying to hold on. Wopat will use the arm. That pass is caught. Touchdown.
Wow.
21-20. So it comes down to the conversion with 4 seconds left.
What are you if you're West Salem?
It's like deja vu.
I'm West Salem, I'm going for 2.
Try to put it away?
For sure.
You don't get it, you're done.
That's all right. You take chances at certain points in times. And
well, fasten your seatbelts.
Here we go.
They're going for 2.
Yep. This is it.
21-20, 4 seconds left. 2-point conversion attempt here for West Salem, and they'll take the final timeout with the Hilltoppers. Here we go again. Do they rethink things after this? Maybe then try just to tie the game up? I think they maybe do.
I'm going for the win.
I know you said that.
I'm going for the win.
It looks like that's what the Panthers are going to try.
Listen, you look at it and you go, if we lose this game, we still got a good shot at making the playoffs. Okay?
Well, they're already, both teams are in the playoffs.
Well, they're in the playoffs. So, but in the same sense, we go for the win, and we still maintain chances of solidifying ourselves for a conference, at least a conference.
Well, this is, with a Holman loss now, I mean, this game.
Yeah. West Salem
this moment is the biggest moment all season in the MVC right now.
Exactly.
This moment right here.
Exactly. How huge is this one play?
Huge.
Here we go.
This is it.
This is all.
Going for 2. Holt in the backfield. Joe Wopat, the quarterback, slips and falls. Shut down. Hilltoppers stop the Panthers.
Huge.
And take over the football.
Holman, see you next week.
Now, here's the deal.
Yeah.
That was a 2-point conversion attempt. There's 4 seconds left on the clock.
They still have to kick
West
off.
Salem can try the onside kick.
Right.
And maybe, if they recover it, get one more play.
What craziness within the last 2 weeks have we seen?
4 seconds for the onside kick. It's almost impossible to stop the clock before it's recovered.
Never say impossible.
Almost, I said.
Nothing is impossible.
So here it is, a huge moment where the Hilltoppers were able to stop the West Salem Panthers. The quarterback ends up slipping and not able to get any traction up ahead. And now there's just 4 ticks left. And what has to happen is for the Panthers to get an onside kick, recover it before the clock expires, and then they would have 1 play.
Either way it goes, there's a lot of people inhaling in bags right now, breathing very heavily.
Yes. What a moment. And here it is. A short squib kick covered up by the Hilltoppers. And that, my friends, is it. The Hilltoppers just need to kneel down.
Yep. Oh, my goodness gracious.
The Panthers can stop the clock once. But I think it's all left but the 3.6.
Yeah, you got to snap the ball.
Our BA Burrito Company post-game show coming up. Stan will evaluate his BA play of the day.
There's no evaluating. We know what it is.
We won't have, we're not going to have our typical post-game interviews tonight, as we are without our sideline reporter, Lisa Kate. Looking forward to getting her back next week for the regular season finale. We voted against doing them tonight because I really was wondering about how this weather was going to work out today.
Right,
and
exactly.
I was window prepped and everything, but look at this. We've been dry all night long. And now the wind's starting to pick up a bit.
It's a beautiful night. I'm telling you. It's much better than I thought it would be.
So you still think going for the 2-point conversion was the right choice?
Yeah, it all depends on which team.
I'd be Mr. Conservative. I'd go for the extra point, but the 1-point conversion. But that's just me.
You know, for me, I would have been that aggressive enough of a coach to say, let's go for the 2.
I'm surprised they would try a quarterback keeper, though, because you didn't see it all day.
What it was, I think it was a bad snap.
Bad snap, and he slipped.
Snap. Yep, and he slipped, and that just led to, that just leads to more confusion. And
so they do it one more time, and another flag.
That'll be it. You should wind the clock down.
The clock has not even gone a tick.
I think that should be it, right?
It's the game that will never end. Unbelievable. We're going to do it one more time. Looks like the Ozone is ready to celebrate here, but we're prolonging the kickoff here.
Again, what a unbelievably
we've had some roller coaster rides this season, Stan. That Sparta game was a unbelievable game. Then last week we come out on the losing end of one on the road.
These last 2 weeks have just been in the same sense. This game has been a very awesome. It's been a great game.
It's a good onside kick. That one was a good kick, but the Hilltoppers get on top of it, and that has the clock down to 3 seconds. One timeout left for West Salem, but it's all but the clock ticking down now.
This was just a well-played game on both sides of the ball.
Low 20s, we predicted.
We said 20s. I thought it'd be a little more higher scoring, but
Only 2 offensive touchdowns tonight for the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
Wow. 1 defensive.
Averaging 39 points per game.
We'll take it.
But they get their second defensive touchdown of the season.
We'll take it.
And the kneel down. And the clock comes to a close. That is a final, folks. The Onalaska Hilltoppers defeat the West Salem Panthers in a squeaker, 21-20. And these two teams who have gotten together and wearing the gold socks tonight for suicide awareness. And a very, very big football game tonight. And, boy, I tell you, the West Salem Panthers had heart tonight. They almost pulled off.
Beautiful game, man. I'm telling you.
A last-second victory.
They played so wonderfully. Very well coached. Good players. I mean, Foreman had a great game. We knew Holt would have a good game. I wanted to see him live and in person, and
he's a real deal.
He's a real deal.
He's a real deal. Back with your BA Burrito Company postgame show that's coming up next here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you earn 2.65 annual percentage yield on your checking account balance? If you had a Coulee Bank Kasasa Cash checking account, you would. Your free Kasasa Cash checking account includes free MasterCard debit card, free online banking, bill pay, e-statements, Coulee Bank mobile app, and ATM fee rebates. Earn 2.65 APY on your free Kasasa Cash checking account. Coulee Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. See CooleyBank.net for more information.
The 9th season of Coulee Region Chill Junior Hockey is here.
Perfect pass, they shoot and score!
The 2018-19 season is underway, and the first home game is Saturday, October 13th as the Chill hit the ice against the Milwaukee Power at 7 o'clock. Tickets are only $8 for adults, $5 for children, seniors, and military. Enjoy all the action from the Iceberg Fan Deck with all you can eat and drink for just $20. Fan Deck Saturday nights you can chow down on BA Burrito Company. Order tickets online now at crchill.com. Coulee Region Chill Junior Hockey is the fastest game in town.
Shot a goal!
BA Burrito is more than just delicious food made to order. Did you know you could have your next event catered by BA? You bet. Business lunches, team events, any type of gathering, BA Burrito will deliver your spread right to your event. You don't have to do a thing. Great for school functions, parties, even fundraisers. Visit BA online at baburritoco.com for more info. BA Burrito would like to thank all their loyal customers. BA Burrito Village Shopping Center and on Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
Now, here with the CRSN BA Burrito postgame show and Stan's BA Play of the Day, Rick, Stan, and Lisa.
Rick and Stan with you for the BA Burrito Company postgame show. And it was a thriller tonight. The Onalaska Hilltoppers hang on with just 2 offensive touchdowns, 1 on defense, and a marvelous play by David Luck. He's number 42. He wasn't all season. He's been 3 different numbers.
He was 46 last week.
Yep, 56 before that. Yep. David Luck with a very big defensive pick 6 play. But a couple of nice drives, including the very first series of the game where Larson connects with Ray Heilman deep downfield.
That 30-yard diving catch, that was beautiful.
And then Austin Larson ends up coming in with that 1-yard touchdown run that gave the Onalaska Hilltoppers the lead. They eventually get another touchdown, which was scored by Connor Haggerty after moving the ball downfield with the passing game.
Right, and that was beautiful, too. And that put us up 14-0 and put us in control of the game as well.
Yeah, but it didn't last that way as West Salem was able to make things happen. I'll tell you, Joe Wopat, who did not have big numbers coming in, had moments where he really zipped the ball in, and he was very effective with hitting Trenton Foreman.
Well, he did have some big, nice passes and stuff like that. However, there were a couple of passes that went the other direction.
They did.
And those were actually costly, really, turnovers for them because it took away points, basically.
Yeah, what got West Salem back in this football game, though, ultimately was that strong running attack from Brendan Holt.
Yeah.
He's the real deal, folks. If you wondered how good this kid is, he's that good. He is a horse.
And why West Salem went to a passing mode in that second quarter and got away from him, I think that kind of maybe hurt them a little bit within the game.
Yeah, the connections in terms of the passing game for the Hilltoppers tonight, I mean, Ray had a good game, not a typical Ray Heilman game.
No.
Landon Peterson had some trouble out there. Everyone was slipping and falling.
Yeah.
He usually is more sure-handed, and tonight was not his best night. But he needs to put this one away, not even think about it, and get back to being that acrobatic sophomore that's been so great this season.
And what you got to focus on, you've got a huge game coming up next week.
You do. You do. And, this is a Holman team that was shocked by Sparta tonight on the road against the Spartans, losing. And now they have one blemish on their MVC record. Hilltoppers with one blemish on their MVC record. Now West Salem with 2 losses in conference. So the hope of a MVC championship has eluded them tonight, but showed great heart. So it comes down to Onalaska Holman. There's a reason why every media group around is going to be there to do that one.
Well, and that's just it, But we've looked at Onalaska all season. They've been able to score with anybody. They just get into those points where they seem to let teams back in the game.
Well, it's been that case the last 2 weeks.
So,
it didn't happen out in Tomah.
Let's see. Holman's going to be coming out wanting to lay a punch on them, next week. So if we can get Onalaska to play a complete 4 quarters, sky's the limit of what we can possibly do.
Yeah, it's Brett Holden and Kevin Cable, the running attack for the Holman Vikings. They don't throw the football. I mean, if they throw twice in a game, that's a lot for the Holman Vikings. So you know what's coming. Can you stop that wing T option running game where you never know who has the football?
Well, I like the way Onalaska played defense against Holt at the very beginning of the game. If we can maintain that for 4 quarters, Lord knows what we can do.
That guy tires you out, that Brendan Holt.
That's all right,
Holden and Cable, those are the names you're focused on if you're that Onalaska defense as you get ready for the final regular season game. The Panthers are a playoff team.
Oh, yeah.
Hilltoppers playoff team, Holman playoff team. That's not the concern. Now it's all about winning your conference and then how you're seated in the playoffs.
Yeah, you got to go for the conference next week.
You want a home playoff game against what you hope is a little bit more of a cookie-cutter opponent.
Exactly.
And I think this year with them scheduling the game against Holman, and I don't know who does the scheduling, but to have that game right before playoffs is a good time to have it.
Well, play a power team going into the playoffs.
Well, the way the schedule is. I mean, Central, West Salem, Holman to finish off your season.
I know. That was beautiful.
I mean,
it's tough, but in the same sense, it builds you for a stronger playoff run.
Cream of the crop in conference to play at the very end. All right, Stan, everyone wants to know. You give us the BA Burrito Company play of the day. All season long, you've picked a play that you think merits that award, and it's not that the player gets anything from us because we can't give players anything because it's the whole sports amateur sports thing. But you award the BA play of the day. Tell us who it is.
You and I both agree on this one. It's that 25-yard luck interception return with about 9:34 left in the third quarter. He also had a big fumble recovery too, but that interception return for a touchdown. That is our BA Burrito play of the game.
Smooth as always, Stan. Nice job. The BA Burrito play of the day. We are in total agreement. David Luck with that interception return. The only thing we disagree on is the distance. But I will be going through the highlights and posting all that good stuff.
For 6.
As the rain's starting to come down, the light rain here at Onalaska High School. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of Hilltopper football tonight. A 21-20 victory over West Salem in front of the home fans. Good contingent of West Salem fans here as well. Next week, we're at Holman Empire Stadium. The kickoff at 7, the pregame at 6:45. On behalf of our cameraman, Jeff Ross, who does a fine job as always, to my main man, Stan, right here to the right of me. Thank you, Stan. Nice work.
Missed you, Lisa.
Yep.
Missed you.
Missed you, Lisa. We'll get you back next week. My name is Rick Franke. Good night now.
We hope you enjoyed CRSN's coverage of Onalaska High School athletics. Special thanks to those businesses that support our coverage throughout the season. Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Waste Management, there's more to their business than meets the eye. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance in Onalaska. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Interstate Wealth LLC, your road to success starts right here. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, at your disposal since 1984. Howie's, lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. Coverage tonight has also been delivered courtesy of Every Plumbing and Heating. Give them a call when you need it done right. BA Burrito Company. Boldly mixed, mad flavors delivered right to your door. Coulee Region Chill Junior Hockey. The fastest game in town. David Ray's Modern Diner and Tavern. Onalaska's newest hotspot. And by Radio 1 Broadcast School. We'll get you from here to air. The Onalaska Hilltopper Athletics Booster Club. Become a member at onaboosters.com. And by Onalaska Park and Rec. Sign up for fall programs now. Cityofonalaska.com. This has been a Coulee Region Sports Network presentation. Like CRSN on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at CR Sports Network. Coulee Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.